What is good, YouTube? What is good? Welcome into the show once again. Last Word Productions. I'm your host, Tavares Wilson. As you all know by now, I always get the last word. So, got some boys in tonight, man. We got one more coming, the Quincy from last week. But we got some new guests in the building, y'all. We got my boy Breeze. What's going on, my boy? How you feeling tonight?
Yo, what it do, what it do.
We got Will, boy, over there living in the cold right now. I don't know how cold it is up there with him, but
It's
shit, I
like
hope
20.
he's
I think.
surviving.
Shit, I think like 20 degrees or something. It was snowing today. I'm like, damn, bro. Go ahead, get on. Get on the
Yeah,
bike.
better than me,
Get on
boy.
the bike.
And then we got Quincy in the building. What's up, my boy? How you feeling?
I
That
think his
boy, that
mic
boy
muted.
good. Oh, okay. And we just got another one in, Lewis, fellow Dolphin fan. What's going on, bro?
I hate this team.
Man, we started out early. But before we get into any of that with the my pitiful disgrace of a football team, we gotta go ahead and address a few things. Well, it just happened to Will. Hold on. Let me invite that boy again. I don't know what just happened. But before we get into that though, I wanted to start off by saying if y'all not already, go ahead subscribe to the channel if you're in the building. If you're not already, like, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Last Word Productions, we everywhere. But let's get over to the Thanksgiving games, man. Let's speak on the first game that occurred and the absolute debacle that was of the Chicago Bears and that no down against the Lions. 32 seconds on the clock, man, and Matt Eberflus and Caleb Williams committed malpractice if I've ever seen it in my life, live TV. That was an abomination by all means of
Get in, baby.
football and time
Go
management.
get it,
But
baby.
before I get into my thoughts, Breeze, let me hear your thoughts, bro. What you thought about the situation and the firing of Matt Eberflus and what it'll mean for the team?
Well, number one, the situation cost me money. Thanks, Chicago. Appreciate it. Had y'all boys on my parlay to cover. But anyway, the whole situation in general was wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Caleb was dealing. I feel like he got settled. He got composed, started dealing, started going through his reads, progressions, and everything. And at the most inopportune time, they make a bonehead decision, which they was already making bonehead decisions the whole game. Everything was going wrong, nothing was working. But when you start dealing, you get your rookie quarterback going against a juggernaut on offense, and he's dealing now. He's
Mm.
putting you in position to win the game. He's doing his job. Now I know he's a rookie. Typically you don't give rookies like you don't give them that seniority to audible or play call or make decisions like that. So it's on the coach. But any coach could have made that call. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, somebody could have said, "Hey, timeout, 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 timeout." Which Matt, he spoke on in the interview. He was like, it's on me." Which generally, I think that's one of the reasons he got fired. But the whole situation was just crazy, bro. It was literally in their pocket to win. At worst, you could have tied it with the overtime. It would have been a more respectable loss, but to lose in that fashion just shows the Bears have no direction, bro, at all. No direction at all. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, you got anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I think they waited a year too late. Honestly, I don't think I don't think he deserved to be there that long. But I think they just need to start from the top down. They need new management. They need new ownership. I think there's a lot of things that they actually need personally that I think they need to improve on, need to change because it's always the same thing. Quarterback's not good enough. Coaching's not good enough. Every so often, their defense comes around every couple of years and it gets better and it looks like they're on the upswing and then it just goes right back to the same old Chicago Bears. Like something else got to change other than coaching and quarterbacks because they're not going anywhere.
Okay. What about you, Lewis? What you got to
Um, well, I agree with Will. I think the Eberflus the firing came a little bit too late. But I also agree that it all starts with the man upstairs, which is Ryan Poles. I think he's done a shitty job at protecting his quarterbacks in general. Like last word, you and I were big Justin Fields guys. They didn't put Justin Fields in the best situation to succeed, and so many people thought Caleb Williams was going to come in and be the savior and just make everybody good. We're seeing right now, while he does have the tools, the talents, and the traits to be successful, because he has shown that, he's not what you guys thought he was. He's just like every other quarterback. They need help. They need help all around. So this Eberflus firing, it's not surprising to me, but definitely should have happened last year. Especially when Ben Johnson was going around looking for teams to go to.
Yeah, that was they shit the bed on that.
Right. I agree with that. Before I go, Quincy, you still not here? What you got going on?
Man, still muted.
He on the Thanksgiving.
Nah, I'm here, man. I'm here. My bad, man. I didn't want to interrupt, but how y'all doing? But Ryan Poles gotta go, man. I don't know why people don't want to say it. He gotta go. That's facts. We talked about the same thing last week, right? They should not have gotten rid of Fields. They should not have done this. They should not have done that. We keep saying they, but we know who it is, who's making the shot. We watched Ryan Poles go on the podium last year when Harbaugh was available, and he straight up said he ain't going for he don't want Harbaugh. He's sticking with Matt. Why everybody acting like bruh, he's made bonehead decision after bonehead decision, and we keep pointing towards it's the coaching, team ain't good enough. But bruh, Ryan Poles ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing, and that's it. Just like y'all just said, Ben Johnson was looking around. Ryan Poles ain't won. Jim Harbaugh just won a natty. He available. Right? Last year, everybody said he should have fired Matt. Now we ain't going with Harbaugh. I'm sticking with my guy. You got the locker room already done gave up on your coach, and you want to go up there and say, "Oh yeah, I'm sticking with him." Right? He got to go, man. It's like it's not always the quarterback. It's like they say it's not always the QB. It's not always the coach. We see it with the Jets, right? They blame Robert. Robert ain't the issue. We know who it is. We know the issue the Jets got. Nobody want to say it. We know the issue the Jets got. It's like everybody don't want to. Nobody wants to really address the reality of it. Ryan Poles has to go, and that's the end of the story.
Okay. You know what's crazy? Last word, if I may, real quick. You know what's crazy though is when it comes to the Chicago Bears organization, we always keep talking about the quarterbacks, right? Like the quarterbacks not being put in positions to succeed. I also feel like it's the other players around them too. Like Darnell Mooney was with Chicago for a minute, and ever since he had that 1,000-yard year, it was straight bust after bust because of the poor quarterback play and the coaches not putting their best players in position. Now you look at Darnell Mooney in Atlanta now. Yeah. That boy's a monster. Like he's had a lot of games where he's outdone Drake London, and I love Drake London, but Darnell Mooney is in a position where he can be Darnell Mooney. It's not only the quarterbacks that's the problem for the Bears. It's putting your other players in position to succeed. Like the running backs haven't been good for Chicago. The wide receiver play has not been that good at all. The defense, unless you're a really good defender off rip, the defense hasn't been put in positions either. So the Bears as a whole has been a clusterfuck. People are just so focused on the quarterback play, but everybody in Chicago has not been put in the position to succeed.
I mean, but we at least got to give them a little credit for at least somewhat making it decent on the fly. Because after Fields left, to bring in Keenan Allen, to give Caleb weapons that he can actually work with to make a number one pick look good. Honestly, Caleb is in the best situation for a rookie right now, regardless of the O-line.
Can I play devil's advocate real quick? So to me, getting Keenan Allen is a dumb move because you already had DJ Moore there, and if you were planning to draft Rome Odunze all along, there was no point of trading for Keenan Allen. All the assets that you traded for Keenan Allen for could have gone to getting O linemen in the draft. I feel like that's a complete waste. You got a nice wide receiver tree but now you have Caleb Williams who's running around everywhere and he's not feeding the receivers the ball because he has no protection. While if the plan the entire time was to draft Rome Odunze, could have just used that to get some depth on the O-line.
True, I feel you on that one. But can we both agree that Keenan Allen is like a very, very solid security blanket? I think all rookie quarterbacks, they need a solid security blanket.
You don't think
Like
DJ
Liam,
Moore was that?
like me, not Liam. Yeah, he was that, bro. But like for example, I'm a Colts fan. Anthony Richardson is killing me with the arm. But the best thing in the draft would be to get him a tight end, for the middle of the fields, because Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, we're sending them all deep, and AR is a gunslinger. He can sling it, but he needs to learn how to throw that ball and put it in intermediate spots for playmakers to actually make plays. So a rookie quarterback, they need security blankets. And I feel like his receiving core is solid. He got a good security blanket. The O-line is trash. Now they need to fix that line. He got okay subpar run play. Defense is holding his own, but like we're saying, it's all scheming and actually putting the plan together. Caleb is out there just playing NFL streets at this point, no lie.
The thing here's the thing that gets me, and this is what confuses me about what the Bears done. And like Lewis had alluded to earlier, like I was a Justin Fields guy. I believe they should have kept Fields. I think they should have traded back. Probably had a top 3, top 4 pick still. You take Marvin Harrison Jr., whatever the case may be, you take whoever. But the fact of the matter is, bro, the season before, they got better by 3 games. I talked about this in terms of that win-loss record. They improved by 3 games. That's a huge jump in the NFL, especially when you consider that he was hurt for what it was, 4 weeks, I believe. And so when you consider the injuries, and on top of the fact he still put together his best season and gave DJ Moore his best statistical season as his quarterback, that's chemistry that was built on that they just gave up on. Now, that's not to sit here and say Caleb Williams is a problem, because he's not. But at the end of the day, you had a formula that started to come together. You just scrapped it for a person that you thought was going to come in and be ready day one to help you compete in a tough division, as we can see. I mean, bro, they got 3 9-win teams right now. Like, I think I read a stat earlier that said it's the first time that 3 teams in the same division through week 12 had 9 wins since like 1970 or something like that. Like, this was never going to be a cakewalk, bro. And you got to think about it. It's going to only get tougher because the Vikings, this was supposed to be a rebuild and retooling kind of year for them. The Lions, how they have their team set up, built from the trenches onward, bro, they're going to be tough for them at least the next 4 years. And then you factor in Green Bay, who is probably the youngest team in the league, getting better weekly. So it's like the Bears wanted this to be a thing in a situation where they compete right away. And they pretty much played themselves because, for one, the coaching is atrocious. Matt Eberflus, he hiring coordinators who was literally under federal investigation last year. Then he quits on the team and miraculously disappears. Like, you can't make this shit up. Like, this isn't winning franchise, and it's starting to show week after week, bro, with the constant same boneheaded mistakes and issues. Like, I believe personally the defense is talented and good enough to win games. It's just that the offensive side of the ball, the talent isn't equating to what you got, like what you went out to get. You Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore is already there. You went and drafted some young guys for the offensive line. Cole Kmet still there. Like, there are playmakers there. It's just not being utilized because, one, bad coaching, terrible coaching, and 2, the quarterback isn't who they thought he was. And it's as simple as that. So I think it has to come a point where the Bears got to be honest with themselves and say, we have to be patient with someone. Like, we wasn't patient with Fields. We wasn't patient with the one who came from UNC. I forgot his name. What was his name?
Talk about Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name, but They wasn't patient with none of these guys, and they gave up on all these guys through 3-4 years. So they got to be patient with someone. That's the only way you're going to build anything fundamentally sound. And if they're not, then they're going to forever be a bad franchise because that's what bad franchises do. Now,
Yeah,
in terms of the Matt Eberflus, what you saying?
I was about to say, yeah, I think realistically, if they're not hitting this draft next year with the thoughts of just rebuilding that O line straight up, then they're going to be in the same position. I mean, I think they got some good edge rushers in that division. Aiden Hutchinson is obviously one of the best in the league, it looks like already. And I can't remember dude on the Vikings that they got this year. I can't remember. Think of his name right now.
You talking about the coach?
Van Ginkel?
What'd you say? Can't hear.
Who you talking about? Well, you talking about the coach? Or you talking about?
No,
talking about
the
Van
edge
Ginkel?
rusher.
Oh, you talking about Van Ginkel? I miss Van Ginkel.
Yeah, Van Ginkel.
And then they got
Packers
Rashawn Gary on the Packers too. Yeah, so they got good edges in that division. I mean, you gotta think they're not really building nothing. I mean, you can have as many skill players as you want, and this I just referenced my own team. Like you said, the Steelers got good players. I mean, George Pickens, he's obviously immensely talented. Pat Fryermuth he's pretty good. He knows how to work the middle. Darnell Washington's a freak built. But
Calvin Austin's a good deep threat for you guys.
Right, he's super fast, but they don't have no time to let plays develop. You got number one, our starting right tackle's injured. Then Broderick Jones, he's playing through an injury that he's gonna have to get surgery at the end of the year on his elbow. So, but that just goes back to the point. Their O line is damn near piss poor, and if they don't go into this thinking that they're gonna rebuild that, then they're gonna be in the same position.
Right. And I think they have to be honest with themselves and let themselves in the mirror and just realize this ain't never gonna work. If for one, we can sit here and talk till we blue in the face about O-line play, trenches. If they ain't got the right head coach, it ain't gonna matter, bro. They need to go out and make a move for somebody that's noteworthy of a candidate, like whether it's Ben Johnson, whether you call up Eric Beard, call it whoever. Like you need to sign someone who could actually genuinely help put in well orchestrated offense around the young quarterback, and that's what he needs right now. Because when you watch Caleb Williams play, he's not playing with the same confidence he came out in the league with. It's slowly starting to dwindle. Now he did look good in the second half against the Lions, but this was after the Lions went down 3 linebackers in the game where they already was depleted. Like this, yeah. I'm not overly impressed by that because at the end of the day, I mean, you're going up against guys who were just signed up off the strap heap from the practice squad, bro. Like
their secondary was limited too.
Yeah, exactly. Like because Carson Davis hurt, right?
Yeah, he is. I think he's on IR right now. I think he's on short-term IR, and then what's his name? I think got injured in that Terrion Arnold.
Yeah, Terrion Arnold did get hurt.
Zadarius Smith was in and out with a couple whatever injuries going on. You know, I mean, then I can't remember what D tackle got injured. So like, they had a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, they was already down 2 D tackles going into the game.
Right, they had a whole bunch of stuff going on defensively. I mean, I like what Caleb Williams was doing. I mean, you can only play who's in front of you, but at the end of the day, it don't really matter when it comes down to 4-string and practice squad guys. I mean, they're not going to be out there every week after week, getting you on tape. So you're gonna have to figure that out.
It was crazy when it comes to the coaching position. I think Chicago if I'm Chicago, like there's 4 guys I'm immediately interviewing. That's Ben Johnson, that's Aaron Glenns, the Lions defensive coordinator, Mike fucking Vrabel. I don't know why teams haven't tried to hit up Mike Vrabel yet. That's crazy. And Eric Bieniemy. Like those are 4 guys I'm interviewing right away for that head coaching position. If you get any of those 4, that's a positive direction.
Yeah, but the word on the street is that Eric Bieniemy's not good with players though. Like he's disrespectful. He's not cooperative. So I don't really know. Obviously, I'm not in the locker room, so I can't speak on what is or isn't. But that's just what has been rumored around.
I mean, would you give Belichick a look?
I remember LaShawn McCoy hinted at that. But speaking of the Lions, though, I'm gonna ask you first, Quincy. what you think about the Lions right now with all these injuries, bro? I know they went out and got Quan Alexander. They went out and got David Long from the Dolphins from us after he got relieved and he went to their practice squad. You think they're in trouble with all these injuries, or you think they'll be good, my boy? Cause you there? I don't think you there.
Shit,
So go ahead.
I'll hop on, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I think realistically, I'm not really too worried about it right now. Even if they drop a couple games due to the injuries, I think once their players come back, because most of their players aren't looking like long-time injuries or things that are going to continue to be reoccurring. So once they come back, they're going to get back to playing the ball they was playing when they looked like clearly the most dominant team in the league through what 12 weeks, and they're going crazy offensively, easily the best offense in the league right now. They got the best O-line. They got the most, I say, well-rounded group of skilled players in the league. It's really dangerous over there, but defensively they're still good enough. Brian Branch and Joseph, they're playing out of their minds right now. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really too worried about it as long as their players don't have long-term absences.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
they'll definitely be all right. They'll definitely be all right. Nothing looks right now. Right now, I would say with all the injuries on defense, right now a part of their defense will be how consistent their offense is because they control the clock with running. Montgomery, he's killing it. Gibbs, they're killing it on St. Brown. Laporta, everyone is flowing offensively. So if they want to beat you, with a 2-minute drill on offense, they can air it out and do it. If they want to punish the clock 7 minutes running, they can do it. So, they got control on all three facets, really. So the injuries on defense, I'm not really too concerned about it. I really think they should, try to coast and try to, get healthy, not try to force the issue because really there's no record they're chasing right now. They should really focus on playoffs and Super Bowl right now. So regular season, they had 12 wins right now, right?
Nah, they 11-1.
Oh yeah, so 11-1. Yeah, man, they're good. I say they win 2 more games, but don't try to go out there and overdo it like chasing history. Focus on the playoffs and Super Bowl right now.
Right. Quincy, you was trying to say something? You here?
My bad, man. My mic switched off for whatever reason. But see, we spoke about it last week, man. You know who I think the best coach in the league is. You know what I mean? He proved it again. He proved it again this week. He proved it every week with the injuries he played. Dan Campbell is the best coach in the NFL. We all know that. Right? We ain't gotta act shocked. All right, he is. We see it with what he's doing with Jared Goff. Jared Goff is sorry. Just like we talked about last week, he's sorry. Yes, he is. I don't know. You're actually surprised. He's sorry.
Brother, Andy Reid didn't pass away. Andy Reid didn't pass away. He's still coaching.
We had like a whole hour argument about this. Andy Reid, the offense ain't there no more, bro. I saw it today. I looked at that. What you mean that ain't his fault?
That's a better point for Andy Reid to be the best coach because he's still winning games with a garbage offense.
The whole point of a coach is to win games.
He the reason they got all their wins this year have been ugly wins. Every single one.
And he still found a way to pull through.
Y'all can't tell me y'all watched the Chiefs.
Hold on, wait. You think
season and said, "Oh yeah."
You think Dan Campbell a better coach than Matt LaFleur?
Huh?
You think Dan Campbell a better coach than Matt LaFleur?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Campbell is the best coach.
I don't know. That's close.
You think Dan Campbell is? You think Dan Campbell a better coach than Kyle Shanahan?
That's close, bro.
That's debatable. That's debatable. Kyle Shanahan is debatable. That's debatable.
Absolutely.
Nah,
bro. I told you. I already told you. I don't think that boy top.
Hold on. Let me sidetrack. Where is this Shanahan love coming? He's a good offensive-minded coordinator. He's an overrated coach. Why do we keep hyping up Kyle Shanahan?
Right, so
he is terrible when it comes
overrated
to
about Kyle Shanahan.
How many Super Bowls has Dan Campbell been to?
He about to go to his first one. He about to go there.
We're not doing that. We're not
Has he
doing
been
that.
there?
Wait,
Has he
wait,
been
wait,
there?
wait,
Right
wait,
now,
wait,
right
wait,
now.
We're not doing that.
We ain't doing
Wait,
what?
Talk about
hold on.
what's happened. Talk about what's
Quincy.
happened.
Quincy,
Results.
Thank you.
didn't
Thank
Kyle
you.
Shanahan outcoach Dan Campbell last year? Did it not happen?
Yeah, hold on.
Comeback win. In the playoffs. When it mattered.
Hold on.
To go
Hold
to
on.
the Super Bowl.
Who had the better team Who had the better team?
Lions.
They
The
both
Lions
had
had
No,
the
in the
better team
playoffs.
last year. The Lions had the better team
No,
last
they
year.
did not.
Yes, they did.
No, the 49ers were a better team.
What?
I thought they were even. I thought they were
Wait,
even. They matched the first.
Chemistry matters just as much
out.
as talent, bro. Chemistry
I
matters
think-
just as much as
I
talent.
think
And the
y'all
49ers are one of the
overrating
most
that
cohesive
Niners
teams.
team a little bit too much.
We overrated that team.
Last season, bro, the defense, listen, hold on, time out. The defense took a step back at the end of this last season, and they shown it this year. On top of the fact that Brandon Ayuk had a miraculous season, I give him credit for that. He was an All-Pro, but outside of him and Christian McCaffrey, what other consistent offensive threat they had? George Kittle was in and out.
Debo wasn't good last year.
Debo Samuel was hurt for a
my
good portion of that year. Like I'm just saying, like at
Listen,
what point
So
do we say
y'all
that
gonna sit here and tell me
talent?
that the Niners were not the better team last year.
I thought they were even. They matched up evenly
No,
on paper.
no,
The
no,
Niners were the
evenly.
better team last year. Yes, they were.
All right, hold on.
And the Niners
point
would
I'm
have
trying
won
to
the
make
Super
is
Bowl if Greenlaw did
Kyle
not get injured.
Shanahan, first and foremost, y'all, you already know what I said last week. A great coach knows how to run a locker room. That Niners team is not disciplined. Y'all can't sit here and tell me with what y'all saw last season, this offseason, and this season right now that Lions team is that Niners team is disciplined. That Niners team have no discipline. They run their mouths. They do what they want. Them niggas fighting each other on the sidelines. That shit is that should not be happening.
Have you seen that from though, man? Every team has people they fight each other. Like, come on, man.
How is
What's your choice? I understand,
somebody
but it's a constant thing with the Niners team. They are not disciplined. Kyle Shanahan is a great offensive-minded coach. He is. I'm gonna give him that. He is great at picking skill players. He's great at that. Kyle Shanahan can't pick a good quarterback if a good quarterback knocked on his front door. Kyle Shanahan chose to stick by Jimmy Garoppolo. He wasted their window with Garoppolo and Purdy. Y'all not gonna sit here and tell me he didn't. Kyle,
Wait.
He went to 2 Super Bowls, Quincy. What are we talking about?
I didn't know we were wasting a team
doing the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
What are those two quarterbacks doing the Super Bowl?
And bro,
How many teams go to the Super Bowl every year?
No.
We get a participation trophies now.
It's not about participation trophies, bro.
Bro,
you're speaking as if that he's done nothing for the franchise. Dog. They've gone to 4 NFC championships, 2 Super Bowls.
Hold on, I ain't saying he ain't do nothing for them. I said that Kyle Shanahan's refusal to actually go and find a good quarterback is the reason the Niners don't have a Super Bowl win in these past couple of years.
But
Okay.
think about
Can I ask-
You ain't gonna sit there and tell me I'm lying.
Can I ask a question?
There's no way we can go from a Bear segment and hold Ryan Poles accountable for not making the team better and then act like Kyle Shanahan is the fucking general manager. Like, we're not doing that shit. He's a head coach. He's not in the front office making trades.
Don't go find the players.
He's not in the front office making trades.
Come on.
Wait. To be fair to Quincy, it was reported that he did want Trey Lance. That was reported. It was reported he wanted Trey Lance.
Trey Lance is a weird fucking topic.
One bad hit does not signify wasting.
I don't agree. I'm just saying it was reported he did want Trey Lance.
I think Quincy is looking at it from like, okay, he's great quarterback. But honestly, bro, with the West Coast offense, you pick a quarterback that can do what's the best for your system. Like you see, for example, Mike McDaniel. You see how he's in love with Tua. He's a Tua guy, right? He feels like Tua can run his offense to a team. That's his guy. That's what he feels like he can fix and run his system. You don't necessarily pick a quarterback because he's the best available. Like, you would never put, hypothetically, a Peyton Manning in a Lamar Jackson style offense just because he's Peyton Manning. No, you don't do that. And you wouldn't put Lamar Jackson in the Peyton Manning style offense. You don't do that. you pick quarterbacks that are best for your system.
You would
Now,
change the system.
Jimmy Garoppolo isn't the best, and Brock Purdy isn't the best, but he's working for their system. They're showing results. They're showing. It's not like
Results
we're
how
talking.
though? Because when the game matters, what are they doing? What did Jimmy Garoppolo do when the game mattered?
Okay,
So
let me ask you a question.
How are you gonna hold that? So if we're going by
let me
that
talk real quick.
logic,
Let me talk real
Dan
quick.
Campbell didn't do nothing last year when it mattered.
Right. My point exactly. You're saying that his quarterbacks didn't do nothing. Dan Campbell lost to those quarterbacks last year, got outcoached, and his quarterback got outplayed.
Hold on. Okay, back to my point.
He definitely got outcoached. He got outcoached.
Okay, back to my point. Did he get outcoached? He did, but let's not act like that Niners team was not stacked last year.
It does not matter.
Y'all acting like it was the Lions versus the Bears. Like, come on now. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
The excuses.
Bro, they started. Time out. Quincy, you're speaking as if they wasn't up 3 possessions, bro. Like,
but
they had
hold on. I'm getting there. Had the Lions not blown that lead, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. If the Niners came out and just beat them, we wouldn't even be doing this.
Okay, no.
But they did. If, you don't live
but I'm saying everybody and their mama went into that game expecting the Niners to win. Let's not do that. Let's not act like it was just the Lions gonna kill them boys.
And the Lions stop with the more victories. At the end of the day,
they get a pass because they.
I'm not giving them a pass. I'm saying y'all bringing up
excuses.
I'm saying y'all bringing up the Niners win like the Niners was a trash team. Like, they was the most stacked team in the NFC last year. What we doing?
Hold on.
Listen, you said that Brock Purdy and Jimmy Garoppolo are sorry. Okay, cool.
Sorry, yes, they sorry, yes.
However you feel about that, you said Goff is sorry, right? Goff is playing like the best quarterback in the league this year. Number one.
Hell no.
I don't know about that.
Lamar Jackson is in the league. What are we doing?
Listen. We can say what we want. At the end of the day, Jared Goff has 11 wins. Lamar Jackson.
Why we hold on?
Only has what? 8 wins, 7 wins.
Why are we letting? So a win is a QB stat. When it's a win, but a loss is not a QB stat.
What would have happened is I was going to elaborate. Jared Goff has some of the best games. He actually is breaking NFL records this year, passing statistics. When Lamar Jackson plays certain teams with good pass rushes, or teams that stop Derrick Henry, he struggles. And I say this every year. I'm a Steelers fan, so I watch him intently every single year. We beat him because we stopped the run. The minute you stop the run, Lamar Jackson struggles because he starts to get frantic, especially when you have a pass rush. I watch it every year. Obviously, the Steelers are one of the better teams at that, and so we have an advantage over him. But also, before this year, Lamar was still very inconsistent. So I do believe I do. No, it's not. No, it's not. What do you mean?
Come on, Will. Come on.
No, it's not.
Come on,
Will. No. We're not doing that. We're not going to sit here and lie, bro.
Come on, Will.
Bro, I'm not lying, bro. I wouldn't dare lie.
The year before last, he led the league in completion percentage on outside the number throws, and he did it with no receivers. I don't know why y'all sit here acting as if Zay Flowers is just amazing and Rashad Bateman is exceptional or whatever the hell case may be. He's thrown to nobody his entire career except for Mark fucking Andrews. Let's not do this.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. We could say whatever we want, right? We can say whatever we want. We're talking about a team that was built on run scheme anyway. Okay.
That's what I mean. They can't get a receiver? I'm confused.
No. That means that there's a certain way.
AJ Brown and Corey Davis, bro. Even though they had Derrick Henry, they still had good young receivers. That is not an excuse to why they can't go draft a first round receiver that's actually talented. That's not an excuse, bro.
And T, I think Will is speaking on in general. He's not saying Lamar is inconsistent as a player. He's
No,
saying in the heat
no,
of
I'm
the he's
saying
saying in the
the
heat of the
results
moment
of
when you need
his years are inconsistent.
he's
So at the
saying
end
when
of the
you
day,
need
when you look at
Lamar,
his stats when he retires, it's gonna look like inconsistency. We can
he's
say
saying
what we want now in the moment, right? But at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to happen 20 years from now, people are going to look back at his numbers and say, this year was good, this year was bad. He was injured this year, he was injured this year was okay, this year he was good. I never said that Lamar's terrible. I never said that. But at the end of the day, you're only as good as what you produce. You're only as good as your production at the end of the
So,
day. We can
so can we
we
say that
just
like
about Josh Allen? Because I know you love Josh Allen. Can we say that about Josh Allen?
yeah, but go look at his playoff stats and then look at Lamar's playoff stats.
What
Allen
about
is
Jared Goff?
if
Hold on.
Allen
What about
had
Jared
Not
hold on,
Goff?
hold
in the
on.
same boat.
It's
What about Jared Goff? He
Jared.
wasn't he
What
wasn't
has he
anywhere as
done
good as he is
in
this
post
year
play?
in his
Post,
entire career. What are you talking about?
what has he done in the playoffs?
He made it to an NFC championship game. You're acting like I
Oh
said he was
my
Tom Brady.
God! In great situations, Will. It's not
No,
golf.
I never said anything about the situation.
But you
We're talking
blaming
about you're as good as
Lamar.
your
You saying
results.
Lamar is inconsistent when you lean on him. When have they leaned on Goff in the playoffs and he's shown up? Y'all talking about the Lions blunder last year? That was coaching and
Listen,
Goff.
you're making a completely different argument than I'm making.
How when you talking about Lamar postseason? How you
Yes,
take away the game
but I
plan,
was
he
talking.
suffers.
Okay,
You said Goff is playing like the best. The reason we in this conversation right now
this year,
is because you
year,
talking about Jared Goff this year. We said
correct.
Lamar is the best quarterback this year. You said, well, you can't really say that because Lamar, when you take away the scheme, right, especially when he plays good defenses, primarily in the playoffs, he dwindles, right?
I didn't bring
He
up
is
playoffs. T asked
so
me
so
about Josh Allen
when is
and
Lamar struggling then? Lamar only struggles in the playoffs. When does he struggle?
nah, bro. I think he's just telling you, bro, in general. Like just being a quarterback in general.
That's
Lamar
okay.
overall is an inconsistent overall quarterback. As
Okay,
a
What?
either
player,
way,
bro.
we got way too far off topic. This ain't
I'm
even about
confused
Lamar.
on how, but
That's
Jared
not like I don't what?
Jared
hold on,
Goff,
time
it's
out.
okay. We can debate all this later. I don't want to take up your whole show arguing something that wasn't even the point of what we were talking about. Jared Goff, you said he's sorry. So Dan Campbell got him playing this good, right? So you think he's the best coach in the league, but at the end of the day, he lost to a coach that you said is worse than him with quarterbacks that you think are sorry too. So I don't understand how that arguments make sense. That's what we need to get back to.
My point is he was out coached. I said yes, he was out coached, but let's not act like that Niners team was the Bears or the Browns. That Niners team was stacked. He was out coached in that second half. He was. I'm admitting that. But I'm talking about right now. I'm still riding with Dan Campbell over Kyle Shanahan. I think that Kyle Shanahan is extremely overrated as a head coach, and I'm dying on that hill. He is
Why?
overrated as a head coach.
So who's not overrated? Andy Reid's the only one you can say then, because nobody has better results as a head coach other than Andy Reid, and you can possibly argue Mike Tomlin only because of regular season success.
Nah, Mike Tomlin. Nah.
Nah, hey, Mike Tomlin turned water into wine, man. I
All
got
I'm saying is
we ain't doing that.
the
We ain't
49ers
doing
have
that. We
down
ain't
years.
doing that.
Hold on. All
Wait.
I'm saying is the 49ers have down years when their best players are not in. Mike Tomlin makes it happen with whoever. That's why I'm saying.
Hold on, Lewis. Go ahead, Lewis. Give your input, bro. What you think about
wise.
all
About
that?
what, Mike Tomlin?
No, we're not even talking about Mike.
Oh.
Nah, not Mike T, man. We was talking about the Lions if they're in trouble or not with the injuries. But I heard you say Matt LaFleur earlier. So how many coaches you taking over Dan Campbell?
Not many. I'm not gonna act like Dan Campbell's overrated, but Dan Campbell legitimately has one run for me to go off of. I'm looking at other coaches like a Matt LaFleur, like a Kyle Shanahan, like a Andy Reid, like a you know what I'm saying, like those guys that have consistently, and they don't have just one runs, they have consistently have given me results for me to lean towards them. Like like Quincy said, Dan Campbell made the NFC Championship last year. and then proceeded to say, "Oh, they're going to make the Super Bowl this year." That's not guaranteed. We know how the NFL playoffs work. That's not a guarantee.
Thank you.
That's not a guarantee. So I'm talking about tell me results that have happened. Show me results that have happened this year. Dan Campbell, he's top 10. He's top 10, borderline top 5, but there's a couple of coaches that I'm taking.
I'm not
borderline
gonna
top
lie to
5
you.
is kind of crazy.
Hold on.
He's definitely top 5.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even think he's a better coach than Sean McVay. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah,
I think-
you're crazy as hell.
All right, bro. You see, all right. Now y'all just trolling. Anyway,
Yeah,
the Lions ain't in trouble. The Lions are not in trouble. Next topic, because we ain't doing. I'm not getting into that.
Bro,
We ain't doing
first
that.
of all, time out. Wait, before we move on, let me say this. Y'all, I have zero idea why y'all be talking crazy about Sean McVay. Like he didn't go to the whole ass Super Bowl with the same quarterback you was just trashing, saying was trash, and he had 2 good.
Hold on.
Bro, he had
McVay had a squad though. He had a great defense and the best defensive player in the league.
Bro,
Exactly,
the season
bro.
before, the 3 years before, there was a
Oh
below
my
500
God,
team.
bro.
He came
Oh
in
my
the next
God.
season and won the division 2 straight
my
years. What the
God.
fuck are we talking about?
You
Why
gotta-
y'all talking like
you
he didn't
gotta-
come in and implement a game?
We ain't getting into. I ain't get into that.
Bro,
I'm not
he
getting
has
into that.
way too
Aaron
many.
Donald, Jalen
Bro,
Ramsey.
no,
That's
he-
not
Like,
fair.
come on, bro. I'm not getting into
He's-
that.
No,
I'm
he's
they
not
went
getting
out
into
and
that.
got Jalen Ramsey because he wanted to make the moves. He's known as an aggressive coach who wants to get talented players. That's why they traded all those picks away and won the Super Bowl. That's
I mean,
who
but
he
we-
is.
Yeah, but we can't act like he didn't have them though, bro. That's the thing.
Bro, I'm not denying any of that. But what I'm saying is the same defense and the same players that y'all just said he came into the situation in with great situations. They were 7-10 6-10 the year before. So I'm not hearing that shit about them being that great. Yes, Aaron Donald was great. I'll give
I'm
you
not
that.
getting. I'm not getting into that.
Outside of that, bro, come on, what are we talking about? The offense was pitiful. He came in and literally resurrected Jared Goff's career. He went from a potential bust to a guy that made the Pro Bowl in 1 season. Thanks to
Okay.
who? Like,
Are y'all really arguing Sean McVay not better than Dan Campball? That's
He
crazy. That is,
What are we talking
that's
about,
crazy.
bro? Like,
That's
y'all
crazy.
gotta
That's
chill,
crazy.
bro.
That's
Y'all gotta
crazy.
chill.
That's crazy.
I gotta
He
chill.
ain't.
Because I
Because
was
he
wondering
ain't.
what Jake was
Because
doing
he
to
ain't.
show y'all this.
Hold on,
Yeah.
if the whole thing y'all
Hold on,
want
are the Rams
results,
good
this
this
man
year?
won a Super Bowl. Like what the fuck?
He ain't.
Are the
He
Rams
ain't.
good this year?
So hold on.
Look, if you-
Hold on. One Super Bowl win though. One Super Bowl win, really?
Time out.
So y'all taking John Harbaugh over most of the coaches in the league?
Wait, say it again.
Y'all taking John Harbaugh, who won the Super
Harbaugh's a
Bowl,
good coach.
over most of the
John Harbaugh is
over.
terrible.
Like, come on, what are we doing?
Terrible?
What are we doing?
Yes,
Come
you
on,
you
bro.
need to watch Ravens
Terrible.
games. He literally loses them games.
I don't-
Terrible.
He's not terrible, but he ain't no top 5 coach.
Man, if the Ravens
And he has a
they'd
a Super
murder you.
Bowl. He ain't no top 5 coach. He is not top 5.
That's what. Don't say statements insinuating like people said shit. I never said he was top 5, but he's not terrible either.
No,
Yeah,
I said that
Harbaugh
because I'm saying that because
Joe
there's not many
Flacco,
coaches in the league that have a Super Bowl win.
For a Super Bowl.
So let's not act like it's the Super Bowl win is
But
all that
as I
matters.
told you, we're looking
hold
at
on.
what you have given me. Like recently, what have you given me? Sean McVay has given. First of all, for you to be putting Dan Campbell over guys who have recently won Super Bowls and have consistently shown more success in the postseason
Aside from Andy Reid, who?
is crazy. That's crazy.
Aside from Andy Reid, who?
Sean McVay just won a Super Bowl 3 years
Who's
ago.
a better coach off stuff that happened before Dan Campbell was even
That's
coaching
what
the
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Aside from Andy Reid, who?
The Super Bowl wasn't before Dan Campbell?
Like, what are we talking about? Aside from Andy Reid, who?
I'm not gonna
Who?
lie to you. I can't even hear you.
Y'all can hear me?
No, your boy Quincy was going crazy real quick.
Oh, nah, Quincy cool. Nah, I was saying, like, Dan Campbell was coaching the Lions that year because that was the same year they went on that run where they won like 6 out of 7 games or something.
When
like
the
that.
Ravens went to the Super Bowl.
No. I said when they
that's
won
what
6
I was
out of-
asking. That's what I was asking. Y'all are talking about.
Oh, you
Super
said the
Bowls
Ravens.
before Dan
No, I'm
Campbell
talking
ever
about-
was-
I
talking
never
about
said
Sean McVay.
Harbaugh
I'm talking
over.
about Sean
I
McVay.
just
I'm
said
talking about Sean
Harbaugh's not
McVay.
a terrible coach. That's what I agree with. That's why I disagree with you. He's not a terrible coach. He's not.
Yeah, I don't know about terrible. I can
Terrible
agree.
is
he's
crazy
overrated.
work.
I can agree he's
He
overrated.
ain't that good. He ain't that good.
He's not that
Terrible is
good. There's
crazy.
no
It's not,
reason
bro,
he does
hold
not
on.
run the division.
Time out.
Terrible is Matt Eberflus. That's fucking terrible. Terrible
All
is
right, I
Matt
mean,
Eberflus.
No,
Terrible.
no, he's literal garbage. Like he should have never been a coach. Like that's a whole different conversation. Like
Like
he's
that's terrible. Terrible is like Brian Flores on the offensive side of the ball. Like that's terrible. Like you know what I mean? Like that's terrible.
he's
Like
funny.
he's not terrible. And if you want to say he's mid now and overrated, I get behind that. But
He's
terrible.
always been who he is now. It's never changed. He just had players making plays
Yeah, I agree
more
with
than
that.
Mm.
he's coached.
I agree. I agree. I agree with that. I can get behind that.
His end of the
I
game
get
was
behind that.
time management is terrible. I agree with
If
that.
he was gonna get fired if Lamar Jackson did not
Yeah,
bring his
Lamar
career
said
back.
he was gonna get fired. He was.
Oh,
I
no,
feel
Lamar
he shouldn't
saved
be
his
a coach
ass.
now.
Lamar got him paid. Lamar got him paid.
He's ruining Lamar's career. I really believe they would have been in the Super Bowl if they had a top 10 head coach. Even a top
Sounds
10.
like they should have signed Mike McDaniel. Man. They would have been all right.
Whoa. So I'm glad you just said that dumb shit because we going into the dumb right now.
Oh, buddy, I've waited all day for this.
Yeah. You know what? Go ahead, Lewis. Tell me your thoughts about the Dolphin game. Hit the Cowboys and Giants game. That shit was nothing to talk about. We know what the hell going on over there.
We won't talk about the Cowboys.
Shout out Cooper Rush. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I said this. Shout out Cooper Rush. And my parlay hit for that game. I don't know why I bet, but I'm glad I did. The Lord was
Facts.
So last word. I believe you and I are in the same like Dolphins groups all over social media. So I'm just gonna read what I put in the groups, and these are the two things that I have a problem with. I feel like the two main things we have a problem with is discipline and physicality when it matters. When I mean physicality, I mean there's times where the team got to get fired up, and we don't got them players that's willing to get down and dirty and really like do the dirty work and shit like that. Like there's players all around the league that's willing to do the dirty work, that's willing to like, you know, really like, you know what I mean? Like get that hit in to like light fire in the team. We don't have that physicality.
Yeah. I think that's more on the coaching though than the players.
Trust me,
I mean,
we gonna get to
you
that.
got logic as
Oh,
the
my
head
fault.
coach.
We gonna get to that. The main thing with Mike McDaniel I have a problem with is no matter who we have brought in as coordinators or whatever, the penalties are fucking killer. There's no discipline when it comes to the penalties. Whether we have a big play, whether it's holding, whether it's offsides, whether it's PIs, like there is no discipline. The one thing I can say, I don't like comparing him to Brian Flores, but the one thing I can say about Brian Flores is he made sure them boys was disciplined on the penalties. We rarely had any penalties when Brian Flores was coaching over here, and he made sure of that, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Now on the defensive side of the ball, we're getting holdings left and right, PIs, we're getting unnecessary roughness. Like it's stupid. It's shit that you know that shouldn't have to be taught. But I said as far as being physical, we don't have guys on both offensive defense that's willing to put their head down and just fight. Like just, you know what I'm saying, when times get rough, just like bring the team back. I feel like this team is really missing a true leader. Like I see Calais Campbell trying to be a leader, and he does bring some fire, but I don't think we have like that guy that we can really turn to, because when we're fucking playing, for example, when I'm talking about physicality, when we're playing, teams already know how to stop us. As soon as you get hands on Reek and Waddle, you jam them at the line of scrimmage, they're fucked the whole game. Reek and Waddle don't like getting physical. They don't. The moment you jam them, you fucked up the whole play. And two is fucked. So we don't have guys that's willing to take that jam and welcome it. You get what I mean? Like a guy who was so good at that is Steve Smith. Like he would welcome that fucking physicality. Like, oh, you want to jam me? I bet. Like when the ball goes in the air, we really gonna fight for it. We don't have that in Miami. We don't have guys like that. And Odell, I'm on your ass. You better give that money back too, fucking bum. Hey Odell, better give us some money back. But that's my main issue, Miami. When times get physical, they swim away. I don't like that.
I like that, man. Let me say this, man. My main issue is every damn thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I say every damn thing, it started at the top. Chris Grier, listen, I said this at the beginning of the year, bro, and I say this shit again. If Chris Grier ain't fired at the end of this season, bro, I would never take this team seriously, bro. It makes no sense how this dude can pretty much throw away money, get nothing in return for his investments, and still keep a job. They gave out $100 million to 6 different players in a matter of 2 seasons, bro. 2 seasons. Bradley Chubb, Ramsey, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Tua. I'm talking about, we talking big money. Each guy making 20 plus million annually starting next year. Bro, next season, do you know, bro, y'all know the cap hit next season for Tua, Waddle, and Reek is $110 million between 3 players, bro. And you ain't got shit to show for it. Nothing. No, not a division win, not a playoff win, nothing. And then you top that off of the fact last night game. I mean, what are we talking about, dog? Like, they had 20 missed tackles last night, bro. 20. That's the most in the season by far. It's not even close. And then on top of the fact that added to the abomination that they are in cold weather games. In 40 and under weather, they're 0-7. They're 3-12 and 55 and under. This team is horrible when it comes to not just the conditions, but when they play good teams. They're 1-15 against teams above 500 now, dog. At some point, you have to see this shit and say, it's not going to work. And now when I say it's not going to work, I mean every fucking body, whether it's Mike McDaniel, whether it's Chris Greer, whether it's Tua. Like, I told y'all boys at the beginning of the season, bro, I told Larry them on the pod early in the season, if it don't work this year, they need to blow the shit up. It's never going to work. It's not going to work if it doesn't work this year. It's not going to work this year. I hate to be the bearer of bad news of some Dolphin fans out there. They're not making the playoffs. I know a lot of people thought they was going to win out. They weren't. It never was going to happen. They need to go ahead and let this dream die out. It was fun while it lasted. You see some highlight plays. You got Tyreek Hill in a good trade that made headlines. Cool. Let it go. I'm not even sure I want to be here anymore.
You think they should keep Tua though, or trade Tua?
Nah, hell no.
I've been done with his bum ass.
I've been done with Tua, bro. Like, I've been telling
I know
you
never even wanted Tua. I know.
I've been done with Tua for the past 3 years. Like, I've been saying this shit not good enough, bro.
You gotta suck it out, because.
But do you know how long? You know how much headlines we in for making bad selections, bro? They to this day they still won't let us. My fault. To this day they still won't get off our nuts for not drafting Drew Brees. Now for the next 40 years they're not going to get off our nuts for not drafting Justin Herbert. I'm tired of the bad selections.
Should have got Herbert.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the bad selections.
Well, hold on. That Drew Brees situation wasn't that Drew Brees situation. It was after he failed that physical with his throwing shoulder, right?
Yeah.
He outsigned Culpepper, right?
Yeah.
Sadly.
Okay, so I'm saying, like, I mean, bro, you got to look at it. It was a high probability that he would never be the same again. I mean, you can cut a little bit of slack for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but they don't let them live. They always bring it up.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
it's easy to criticize, but hindsight is 2020. So
yeah, because Dolphins gonna be Dolphins, bro. Like,
well, you drafted Tua off of a hip fucking replacement surgery ahead.
That's what I don't understand.
I mean, I don't even get the Tua selection in the first place. I mean, at the end of the day, bro. I feel like
injury prone.
I feel like injury prone, and you never go with a quarterback whose arm is not. You never go to a quarterback whose arm is not big. Like, I don't get that selection at all. Like, Justin Herbert is pretty much better at everything other than maybe reading the defense, but in accuracy, I think Tua is a little more accurate. But I don't see any other comparisons there.
Nah, to feed off Lewis's point, I think that was regret actually for passing on Drew Brees, because Drew Brees and Tua, they kind of got like the similar build. Mm-hmm. So if they would have made the same mistake twice, then it would have been hell. So I think that's why they took him.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly don't necessarily know how you can fix that Dolphin situation, because like T said, it's so much money tied in all these places. And right now, on the offense side, your most valuable asset is what? Tyreek, and what can you possibly get back for him right now? Like from somebody who needs him, like a contender, what can you get back right now from a contender, honestly? Like, what can you honestly get back?
I mean, with the
contract, get much with that contract.
Like asset wise, like let's just say let's say somebody really needs him. Like what are your demands going to be? What are you going to say? I need 2 ones. No one's going to give you 2 ones for him.
Nah, at least,
Yeah,
at
I
least,
don't think
nah.
I don't think you're getting 2 ones.
That's what I'm saying. You could possibly
get
get maybe a
You probably get like second and thirds.
I'm about to
Yeah,
say
you
you could
get a
get
2
to
and
a
a 3.
second and a fourth. You get
You
that.
can get it. You get a second and fourth and a 2 and a 3, but for what you paid him and what he
Yeah,
was projected to
that,
be and how he
nobody's
was
going to
supposed to be
take
the
on that.
savior. Yeah, how he was supposed to be the savior of Miami and all this stuff. It wasn't. It's a loss no matter what, bro. When you lose a superstar like that, it's going to be a loss regardless. But you're never going to get the value you projected to get back from him and what you put into him.
Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong about
You're
that.
not wrong. To Tyreek's defense, though, he tried. He tried. Damn tried. It was damn good efforts. He tried. Didn't work. Back-to-back 1,700-yard years. I don't know how you don't capitalize off that, but he tried. He tried.
You know, I'll tell you how you don't capitalize off it. Your quarterback play not good enough when it matters. The defense is terrible. The coaching is awful. Mike, let me say this about Mike McDaniel, man, because niggas thought I was tripping when I said Lewis was in my TikTok live video last season when I said, "Is it time to question whether or not this dude should keep a job?" When he yet again melted down him and his team into the season, bro. And I told niggas this.
They called you stupid. They said you're dumb.
OC, bro. He's an overglorified OC. He's an okay play designer. His play calling is atrocious. It's situational play calling is some of the worst I've ever seen. Last night was a prime example of that shit. It's 4th and 4. You right next to the referee. You can't get a play in. You get a delay of game, got to punt the ball. Don't call timeout. You don't get to play in no time. And now you get to go for a 4th down. This is laughable, bro. The only reason why niggas didn't kill him for it was because Matt Eberflus did the dumbest mistake of the day. That's the only reason why people wasn't talking about it. If it wasn't for that, bro, people would have been questioning what the hell is he doing. Like I don't understand, bro. I never bought the hype for McDaniel, bro. I get it. He came in, he brought in a creative offense that we haven't seen for a long time. He fixed the quarterback. I give him credit for that. Because 2 of the first 2 years of his career was borderline unplayable. So I give him credit for that. He fixed the quarterback. He made the offense better. But the results are the same. It's the same results. You're winning nothing. It's amounting to nothing. So I just don't get how people can want to stick by this shit. It just doesn't make sense to me.
All right, question, man, before we move on. So how much of his like late game play calling and things of those natures do you think falls on the fact that he don't believe in Tua?
I think at least 70% of it. But I think it's also this is why he doesn't get that excuse from me anymore. He came in saying this is the guy I know I could win with, and I'm going to make it work, and it's not working. Like if I'm gonna come in and tell you I could do a job with a certain guy, regardless of who y'all may think that guy is, it's going to work, and it doesn't work. I can sit here and try to make an excuse as much as I want to, but at the end of the day, that's what I signed up to do, and he's not doing it. Now we can say and admit that maybe Tua ain't got the arm strength to do it, to throw certain throws in cold weather like we seen last night with Jordan Love and stuff like that. Cool, that's fine. We can admit that. But at the end of the day, you brought Mike McDaniel in to make Tua as best as he possibly can be. And while he has achieved that, it's resulted to nothing. The results have to come with the production. It just has to. That's how the league works.
Hey,
so
I ain't gonna give you that one. You know why?
Ironic, huh?
I ain't gonna give you that one. You know why?
Why?
Because a lot of people was killing Flores when he said, "Hey, this kid ain't it. This kid ain't it." They was killing him.
Well, that's because you don't publicly down talk.
It's the way he was going about it, bro.
I mean,
it's more so about his approach than anything, bro.
But be real though. I think I'm trying to remember. Was it an interview or was it like just to a speaking? He said something about the NFL wasn't hard or something like that. So when he started to get humbled, Flores was like, "Yeah, this kid ain't it. You was talking all that big shit. You ain't it."
I mean, he ain't lied though.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
was
It's
it
the
was
same.
more so his approach because what Tua
Yeah.
said on the interview that Flores went in every day and told him he sucked and all this shit. Like
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
you don't do that.
Hey man,
I
that's what
think
I'm
Tua
saying.
low-key
Like,
gassed it, bro. I think he low-key gassed it, bro. I can see it happening, but I think
I
he
don't
low-key
know
gassed
because there's been
he
other people in the
nah, he
facility that have
probably
said the same shit.
he probably
But you,
over exaggerated. Let's be realistic. I just seen this from like just from interviews and like things I see regarding the Dolphins. I'm not a big fan, so I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like y'all actual Dolphins fans. But like from what I see, like the team in general is just soft. Like Tua is super soft. Like he's mentally soft. Like
Yeah, that's
he's
for sure.
so like he probably Brian Forrest probably was talking crazy.
bro, they
But
sing Rod Wave.
That's what Vic
but the
Fangio
probably
said last year. That's what he
yeah
said about us. We're
yeah.
soft.
But the extent of it probably is getting a little overhyped.
Bro, they sing Rod Wave. That should tell you
Yeah, they
everything you
do.
need to
They
know.
do.
They're
They
soft.
do.
That's
Hey,
that's the
listen,
main thing.
listen,
Hold
listen.
on.
Not too much on Rod, bro. Not too much on Rod.
That's
Nah.
man.
Shout out
Leave
Rod
Tavares
Wave,
Hero
bro.
alone, man.
Shout out Rod
That's
Wave,
my
but bro,
guy. Chill out. Hey, chill out. I don't know about
Wait, they went to a Rod Wave
war,
concert?
if we go into war and you singing
I
Rod
did.
Wave, I'm moving off myself.
That's my guy, man. You tripping? That's my guy. Yeah, I fuck with Rod Wave.
That's it,
Hey,
man.
y'all about to run out the tunnel. Y'all about to run out the tunnel the raw wave, man. That's funny as hell.
Depressed, run out there sad. We go out there get spanked by 50 because y'all want to sing. Nah, man. Play some Chief Keef, play some Little Dirk or something, man. Let's go run through these boys. Do not play no Rod Wave, and we going out there to
Yeah.
win the football.
To be fair, they in Miami, bro. He from the crib, bro. Let's be fair now.
That's
Let's be
fair.
fair.
That's fair.
Play some Trick Daddy then or something, man. Like, bro, play some Plies or something.
Play some Ross.
Nah,
Ross give you
we
that.
ain't.
Ross give you that boss feel. Like I don't like him, but he definitely be talking that. He be talking that.
Yeah, but you had something you want to say, Quincy?
No, bro. You already know how I feel. I'm not gonna keep going on this Dolphins talk, bro. You already know how I feel about them. Tua should, they trash. Tua should not have gotten paid. They trash. Hey, look. I already said Derek Carr trash. All right, we gotta get into the Saints stuff. Tua trash, bro. Tua should not have gotten paid that money. McDaniels should not have. He should not be back next year. I'm sorry. They tried the project. It's done. Well, we got into it with the Dan Campbell stuff, right? I said it with Shanahan. You need a coach. Yes, it's good to have a coach that can relate to players, and that's great, a leader. But that coach should also teach discipline. There should be a culture set in stone in locker rooms. When you got these soft players out here running around doing what they doing, that's what you get. Them boys soft. And yes, Mike, then he does not trust Tua in the clutch. It is what it is. And they ain't got to sugarcoat it. He gonna go on the podium like he always do every week and try to talk a sweet game, blah blah blah. He don't trust Tua in the clutch. We saw it last night.
It's not only about Tua's arm too. It's we're on the goal line. Like any other quarterback, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna run a QB sneak.
Exactly.
You mean to tell me we have a quarterback that we cannot run a QB sneak with?
Come on.
Yeah,
We literally last year Raheem Mostert led the league in touchdowns. You don't get the ball to Mostert.
That's why that was just terrible play calling. Like it makes zero sense to be on the 1 yard line and don't run a single damn running play. That is inexcusable, and that is just terrible coaching. Listen, I get to all the shit in the world. I would, but I can't blame him in that sequence. That was I don't know what the hell Mike McDaniel was doing. You dropping back
Reek for like 5 plays too, right on the goal line.
Yeah,
he wasn't even in.
I didn't know what the hell that was. I didn't know what the hell that was. They at the end of the day, man, they got to tighten up. But while we in the AFC, man, let's talk. Who do y'all think is currently the best team in the AFC as it stands right now?
Chiefs.
We'll go ahead and start with you, Breezo. But boy, who do you think the best team in the AFC right now?
We're gonna have to skip him.
You go ahead. Well, yeah, go ahead, Louis. You go ahead first.
For me, it pains me to say it because I'm fucking tired of him. I'm tired of the team. I'm tired of them ruining my life, and I think it's the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I like the way they played against Kansas City. It seems like they finally caught Kansas City at the right time. Josh Allen has fixed a lot of his mistakes this year. Last year and in years before that, he was heavily criticized for his turnovers. He's turned that down a lot this year. Buffalo is beating the hell out of teams with their separation being amongst one of the worst in the league. So Josh Allen's quarterback play has gone up, and seems like Buffalo is a well-oiled machine. Like Josh Allen and James Cook can beat you on the run. And now that they have Amari Cooper, around this time of year, helps the passing attack a lot because they were beating teams with Keon Coleman as the number one, and the separation was bad. Now that you got Amari Cooper here, and you can spread the ball out of the offense more, I think it's Buffalo. I really do think it's Buffalo.
Okay. Who you got, Will? Who you think the best team right now?
I'm gonna be honest. Chiefs. I mean, we could talk Buffalo, but they beat they tend to beat the Chiefs in the regular season, and Josh Allen been turning it over more last 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
I think he got like 7 turnovers in like the last 6 weeks or something like that. Something relatively close. I can't remember the numbers specifically, but he's been turning over more recently. But yeah, the Bills tend to beat the Chiefs in the regular season. I don't really care too much about that. Josh Allen always looks like Superman. Yeah, I mean, but when it comes to the playoffs, the Chiefs are just that team. Like, it don't matter. Same way they been winning this season in the regular season, the same way they win in the playoffs every year. Like, something magical happens. Mahomes magic. Andy Reid calls up an amazing play, goal line, just like when they beat the Eagles. A little, what is that? Zip route right out to the outside. I mean, it's just the little things. Like, Andy Reid never coaches himself out of games. He's always going to stay consistent. He's always going to be top 2, top 1 coach in the league at any given time. He got the best quarterback in the league. They got one of the best defenses in the league. I think they have the best defensive coordinator in the league. So I don't really look too much into any of that. I think the Chiefs are going to do what Chiefs do. They're going to hit the playoffs, and they're going to go through the competition. They're going to get to the Super Bowl. Whoever they play, and they're going to win, man. Kind of is what it is.
Pretty sure they're getting Pacheco back soon, right?
Yeah, they got Pacheco back today.
Mm-hmm.
So, who you got, Quincy? Who you think the best team in the
AFC? I think, man, and I can't bet against Mahomes, bro. I just can't bet against Mahomes. They struggled. They still got the best coach in that division, in that conference. They struggling right now. They got some terrible wins. But I think Mahomes gonna figure it out. I think they're gonna figure it out, especially when it matters most.
I think another thing about the Bills is McDermott does not make good playoff decisions. He is not a good playoff coach, in my opinion. Like, I seen him call terrible second half games plenty of times. I know Josh Allen wasn't good against the Bengals a few years ago, but I feel like McDermott didn't do a good job coaching that up either.
He wasn't good in that Miami win either.
What'd you say?
He wasn't good in that Miami win either.
Right, and then he really hasn't been good against the Chiefs. Like, he always melts the hell down, no matter how close the game is. He calls bonehead calls at the end of the game. So that's another reason. Like, he's not a winner. Like, in my opinion, like I don't see him being the reason any team that he coaches will win.
You're right. All right, my boy, you back? You back, bro? Breezo. He muted. So, me, man, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too, man. But even though everything,
my bad, bro. I'm back. My bad, bro.
No, you good. You good. But you want to go ahead and go first?
Yeah, man. Like just keep it short and sweet. It's Kansas City. I'm not gonna lie. They're the best all-around team. Honestly, like I just see like they can struggle on offense, but defense will come through and hold it up. They can struggle on defense, and offense will come in and go nuclear. Special teams, like I just see like, bro, like no matter what bad day they're happening, like whatever bad day they're having, the opposite side of the team will just come through and offset whatever's going on for them. That's the reason why I think they're the best. Like as far as like consistent defense in the AFC, Pittsburgh got that for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's time where Pittsburgh offense can just like just shit the bed and settle with field goals. And when it comes to playoffs, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense is always going to be there. Now with Kansas City, we saw first half, defense was locking down, offense was doing a solid job, and then in the second half, the defense was shitting the bed. I don't know how they let the Raiders get back in that game. I don't know how, but then Mahomes, he made whatever plays he made, figured out how to get it done, and then some bonehead decisions at the end of the game cost them. But you can see whatever side was having the offside or having problems, the opposite side can figure out for it. So Kansas City.
Right. I gotta go with the Chiefs too, man, even though it pains me to say, because I think it's a couple teams that can actually do it this year. I think the Bills can do it. I think the Ravens still got a shot. But as long as Mahomes playing football, bro, I can't bet against 15, man. I mean, the man just has shown time and time again, regardless of what the odds are against him, he gonna make it. He gonna get it done. He gonna make it work. Whoever he got on the field with him, whether it's Travis Kelce, whether it's Juju Smith, Cole Hart, it don't matter. He gonna get it figured out. He gonna get it done. So I gotta go with the Chiefs.
You think the Ravens are a Super Bowl team?
Yes.
No.
Why? They can't defend the pass, and they're also not beating the best teams.
Who is the best teams?
I mean, look at their schedule right now. Who did they play? Who did they beat that made you feel, yeah, this is definitely a Super Bowl team?
No, I'm asking who are the best teams?
Oh,
who are they not beating?
Let's look at
they're definitely not beating.
Because we just said the Bills are top. We can agree the Bills are top 3 team in the AFC. We can agree.
Yeah. They're not beating
and
the Chiefs or the Bills.
They beat the shit out of the Bills. So what do we mean they're not beating the best team?
Yeah, but nah.
Wasn't Josh Allen like
no. Don't move the goal.
No.
Don't move the goalpost. You just said.
That's fine.
Listen,
that's fine.
That's
fine. That's fine. But just like Lewis said earlier, what was that offense early in the season? It was Josh Allen. You have to do everything because Keon Coleman was not coming on yet. He was not coming on as a receiver yet, like as a threat. They didn't have Amari Cooper.
And Josh was hurt. I think his throwing hand was like
I don't care about the hurt because if you're healthy enough to play, then the excuses go out the window for me personally. But
his
I just
throwing
feel like
hand, bro. That throwing hand was wrapped up, man.
You're talking about the worst pass defense. I think they're the worst, or they're pretty damn close in the league. And they beat the Bills because they had no weapons.
Bro, the Bills came into that game 3-0 and scored 50 the last game.
Well, I'll say the reason
who did the Bills beat in those three games? Bro, context matters. I hate the
they beat the Cardinals. They beat the Cardinals who are leading their division right now.
Bro, what is the Cardinals record right now?
That division
That division is terrible.
Their division is terrible. Terrible.
It's trash. It's trash,
bro. Seahawks trash.
Where would you rate that division, bro? Hold on. Before you go into that argument, that's completely unnecessary and unwarranted. Where would you rate that division amongst all the divisions in the league? Where would you rank that one?
They're middle of the pack. It's an okay division.
No. Where would you rank them specifically?
What you mean rank them, like in terms of good or bad?
As a division. No, like let's be real. The NFC North, best division in the league, right?
Okay.
Cool. Do you think that division is better than the AFC North?
Do I think the Rams in the division better than the AFC North?
No.
No, it's not.
Okay. Do you think they're better than the AFC West? No. Hell no.
No.
They're only better. You think they're better than the AFC East?
Yes.
Okay. That's one. And they're better than the AFC South because they're really bad. They're really bad.
Bro, come on, man. Okay. Chill on my Colts, man. Chill on my boys.
And then
chill on my boys.
Do you think they're better than the NFC South?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Titans
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Texans are mid this year. Jaguars suck.
No,
Yeah.
NFC, bro.
Oh,
The
you said
NFC
NFC.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
already.
Saints trash.
Saints trash. Atlanta's been mid. They've been hot.
Yeah,
for fucking so long.
Atlanta has been
Yeah,
exposed.
that
They have
division
zero pass.
trash. That
Yeah,
division
NFC
trash.
South is buns. Yeah, that shit's gone.
Okay.
And if we're also doing context, 49ers have been banged up since literally week 1. Like CMC just came back. Nick Bosa is fucked up. So
And if you look at all those teams' wins, like you can go look right now, T. Look at all the teams in that division who they won against, bro. They're not really like the Cardinals are a playoff team, but they're not good. Like you would never say they're a contender for the title. So
Bro,
I
99% of the teams aren't contenders, bro. So that's not really saying much.
but we're talking
Like,
we're talking about the who's a contender, so it's gonna come down to them beating other contending teams. That's all I think. I think at the end of the day, like the Ravens, they're not really that good, bro. Like you gotta think they're not that great on defense. And anytime they are not explosive on offense, they look really bad.
I can agree that the defense has definitely regressed. I give you that completely. The thing
And
is,
Roquan
though,
Smith is hurt, ain't he?
he was. I don't know if
Yeah,
he
he was
still
supposed
is.
to come back. He was supposed to
He got
come back.
he got a hamstring, right? So he's gonna be playing on the hamstring.
here's what I'll say about the Ravens that's different from any other times they made the playoffs. The sole reason they brought in Derrick Henry is to take teams to deep waters, because Derrick Henry has taken teams to deep waters by himself, and he's showing that he hasn't slowed down. So if they're gonna heavily lean on Derrick Henry in the playoffs, and it's a big if.
Because they haven't this far in the year, really.
Huh?
Like when in critical moments, they haven't really been running Derrick Henry that much. There's games where he's not even running like 20 times a game, and those are all the games that they're losing.
I mean, sometimes they win games where he don't have to run 20 times a game.
They haven't.
He's top 3 in carries, bro.
And I believe he's second in the league in rushing. I think he's second in the league in rushing too.
What does that have to do with specific games that they're losing, though? Is what I'm saying.
I get your point,
bro. But what I'm saying, the teams stop Derrick Henry, and then they are no longer scary, like at all.
That's facts.
Like literally, go look at the games, bro. You're talking. Listen, I understand Derrick Henry's a monster. He's top 2, top 3, top 1, right?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
But look at the games that they've lost and how they're losing them. Derrick Henry is not going off, and they lose. Simple as that.
This is my problem with your argument. Well, when you take away the best thing anyone can do, 99% of the time they're going to lose. That's any
okay.
team.
So you don't think Lamar's the best threat on the team? You think Derrick Henry is the bigger threat than Lamar?
No, but the thing is, Lamar Jackson is the threat he is because of the rushing ability as well as passing the ball. If you're taking away Derrick Henry, you're naturally going to take away Lamar Jackson rushing the ball, because that means he has to drop back and throw the ball a numerous amount of times. And that's why he has improved as a passer. That's not a strength per se, even though I think he's gotten a lot better at it.
Oh yeah, definitely got a lot better. He's definitely a way better passer than he was.
He's not the guy you want dropping back 40 times a game. That's not his game. That's never been him. So
okay, so T, if you can see this, you think the best teams in the league in the AFC has some pretty good defenses, bro. You think they're not gonna know how to do that?
Wait, first of all, who is these teams you talking about? Like the Steelers and the Chiefs?
Chiefs, Steelers, the Bills defense is going
to pick
up
the only two teams.
I don't think Buffalo's defense is
those are the only. Wait, time out. Those are the only two teams he's struggled against throughout his career consistently. Every other team he's gone up against, they've been Swiss cheese, bro. Bills, Miami. Who else we want to name?
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Lamar?
Yes.
Oh, in the playoffs this year? Yeah.
He's been crucifying every other team not named Steelers or Kansas City. Like, and I get it. It's something he has to improve upon. I'm not denying that. He has to be better if he wants to get to the dance. I understand that. But to say that they're not a contender is crazy. Like, there's not 3 other teams in the AFC better than them. They can beat any team in the AFC. They can.
I mean, that's fair.
But
Well,
let
I'm
me
looking.
get.
I'm looking at the playoff picture right now. If the playoffs started today,
Where would the Ravens go? To the Bills?
The Ravens. The
Baltimore.
Ravens, the fifth seed, right?
Yeah, Ravens are the 5th seed, so they'd play.
Pittsburgh. Oh no, Bills.
They'll
Oh no,
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 They
they'll
no.
play.
play.
They play the
They'll play.
Texans.
They'll
Texans.
play Houston. They'll play
They,
Houston.
yeah,
Oh
they're
yeah,
waxing Houston.
they'll
They're
beat
waxing.
them.
Yeah,
But the
that's what
Texans
I'm
aren't
like.
good though. The Texans aren't really that good.
And
Like,
injuries hindered them a lot this year too.
yeah,
Nah,
and
CJ
CJ
Stroud
Stroud,
got
he hasn't
humbled.
looked like him. He hasn't looked like
CJ
he looked
Stroud
last
has
year.
definitely regressed.
He's
Yeah.
He got
regressed.
humbled.
Whatever the case is with that, he's not what he was last year for sure. So like
That's
they
sophomore slump.
should. I would be surprised if they lost to them. Like I would be really surprised if they
You
lost
know,
to them.
they beat them, and then
And then they would end up going to Pittsburgh if Pittsburgh won. I
which
think.
that's tough because you guys are leading the division, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
So that'd be a home game for
we
y'all.
play really well against Lamar. Like he
Yeah,
has his worst games against us.
think you
So
guys beat
that
them like 7 straight or some shit like that so far.
no, I think it's 8 of the last 9.
Yeah, it's 8 or last 9. Yeah.
Wait, that's the Ravens.
Oh
That's
shit!
just the Ravens. 4 of the last 5, I think it is. We beat Lamar, but he hasn't really been playing us that much. He's been injured, or the 1 year they rested him because they were already, I think, the 1 seed or the 2 seed.
Even
that
when he's
year.
played y'all, he's looked like shit.
Yeah,
He's looked bad.
and then
Yeah, they definitely
and then
got-
say
they
he
definitely
beats
got
us, then he's gonna go. Then he's probably gonna go to who? Buffalo.
I mean, if it
Maybe.
stays the way it is now, if they beat the Texans, and if y'all beat the Chargers,
That's a big.
depending on who wins between the Broncos or the Bills determines who they play. If the Bills win, like how most people think they're going to win, they will play the Bills because they'll be technically the lowest seed, so they'll play the Bills.
Excuse me.
And then y'all will play the what's the names, the Chiefs, I believe, because the Chiefs got the first round bye, so that's how it'll go.
So you saying for the Steelers, there's a chance?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Steelers gonna be one and done again. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean that's a fair argument. The offensive line is terrible. Like the offensive line is legit terrible. So that's a fair argument.
Because I ain't gonna lie, man. The way the Chargers look right now, they look like they could compete with damn near any team. Like, and it's crazy because they don't have that much talent on the offensive side. I mean, J.K. Dobbins is playing well.
Their tight end is really nice.
Yeah, Will Disley's having a pretty solid year. Lad
Conkley is
McConkey,
good as well.
yeah, McConkey can play.
Expect them to draft hella receivers. Like expect.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson, man. I mean, I thought he started to find something, but boy, that last game was.
Disappointing.
He stole my parlay, yo. I hate him for it. He dropped this big ass dime for like 42, bro.
There we go.
He
Bro, my
was
yardage on that parlay got killed
I
by
don't think
4
the Chargers
yards.
can compete with anybody. bro.
4 yards?
4 yards,
Like-
4 passing yards from Herbert. That whole last
That's
drive
crazy.
when they're missing all those passes, I'm like, bro, why is the ball moving? Because I wasn't
Quentin
able
Johnston dropped like 2 passes on that drive, I think.
to.
He dropped 3.
Everybody,
yeah.
everybody was.
Yeah, so
dropping
it's not
balls,
like
man.
it's not like Herbert wasn't out there putting in position, but at the end of the day, that's their downfall. They don't have those top end skill guys, and when it comes
Expect
to
them
the
to go
playoffs,
draft heavy on that. They're gonna go crazy.
in the playoffs, that's what you're gonna need. At the end of the day, like everyone has to elevate, everyone has to play their part, and there's no way nobody's gonna ever say that the Chargers' skill position is gonna elevate them to any type of Super Bowl contention. I just don't see that realistically. I don't see how anyone would think that whatsoever. Just like the Steelers O-line, like I don't ever see our O-line being good enough to make it to the Super Bowl. Like look how bad they are. Like we're winning games off the strength of Mike Tomlin coaching this defense, coaching his ass off.
Don't forget the GOAT, Chris Boswell.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
He's
And then
a good
George Pickens making freak down the field catches to get us in position. Like that's literally how we're winning games. So like I don't see us making a Super Bowl because the offensive line is too bad. Chargers weapons too bad. Ravens pass defense too bad.
Yeah,
Like
those
those
direction, man.
like we're talking about and I know what this is, right? It's like, all right, Lamar, it's Lamar. So we always gonna think that he can win games, but like I said earlier, you're only as good as your production, and Lamar typically is not good in the playoffs. I mean, that's kind of just is what it is. I don't think he'd never beat a team that scored over 13 on the Ravens in the playoffs ever. He has no wins over a playoff team, like no wins in the playoffs where the other team scores over 13. That is, nobody talks about that. That is absolutely ridiculous, bro. Like, can we sit here and think about that for a second? That's crazy.
That
Hey,
is
to
wild.
be fair, his pass catchers and the defense have not been good in the playoffs either. Because
Oh my fucking god! Here we go. What do you mean? No. Look up his defenses. They have
Let's
been
be fair.
amazing.
No time out. Be fair, because that year when they lost to the Titans, when he accounted for damn near 500 yards of offense, the defense was fucking terrible. Not to mention they had 7 drops that game alone. So let's be fair.
What year was that? Refresh my memory.
2020,
the year.
I think.
That was the year when Derrick Henry had a rush for 2K. That was the same year.
Because I'm trying to think. What year was that when Dang, I'm trying to think. It just crossed my mind. I think it was one game he played. He did have like a ton of yards, but I think they were like garbage time yards. It was a playoff game though.
No, you're thinking about the same game. They wasn't garbage time yards, but they made adjustments and start moving the ball better in the second half. But I think it just comes down to this, man. We can always make excuses for what it is, but at the end of the day, we talk about Lamar as a running and passing threat, right? The most electrifying player in the game. Like at any moment he could break the game open. And when it comes to the playoffs, he's not that guy. Like the Titans, they weren't really no crazy ass team. They just got hot at the right time. Their defense played well enough, and Derrick Henry was on one. But it's not like they were some crazy juggernaut, though. They got hot at the right time. They still had flaws, which is the reason that they end up losing to the Chiefs. And they also didn't have I can't remember who they played after the Ravens, before the Chiefs. I can't remember.
You talking about the Titans?
Yeah,
Oh, they faced New England.
Right. So you had Ravens who played horrible, right? And then you played a New England team that we look back and was like, that's Brady's worst team in like how long? Maybe ever?
Yeah, that team was trash. That was like that was the Antonio Brown year, all that, yeah.
And then they went to the Chiefs, who, I mean, everyone thought they were probably going to lose that game. And they lost because the Chiefs knew exactly what they were supposed to do against Derrick Henry. The way they were doing their run gap assignments, the way they were calling up their blitzes. You know what I mean? They did everything in coordinates with how the Titans were playing, which also takes me back to the reason why the Ravens won't win anything, because John Harbaugh cannot coach up a team like that.
What you got to say, Quincy? You still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So hold on. Let me get this straight. Yeah, we still on the, because I think we kind of shifted. Are we still on who's the best team or who's the team to beat in the AFC playoffs?
Yeah, no, we were just saying who are the best teams, like the contenders. Who would you say rightfully have a chance
in the AFC, NFC? Well,
in the
AFC.
All right, we spoke about it last week, bro. Yes, I will not bet against Mahomes, but I feel like this year Lamar is gonna figure it out. I think the Ravens figure it out this year. Why do I say that? Because yes, they've dwindled, right? We saw it last year. Zay Flowers was a rookie, made a boneheaded mistake, right? He dove for the end zone when he didn't have to. But Zay Flowers was killing them boys that AFC championship. They didn't have Derrick Henry, that AFC championship. Yes, the defense was better last season. That's true. Because the DBs right now, they garbage. They trash. But the Chiefs ain't, they don't have any receipt. They don't have no weapons, right? They don't got any weapons. They got D-Hop.
They already beat
D-Hop
Ravens as a worst team.
I understand. But again, the Ravens, I feel like they gonna figure it out. I think that this is the year they finally figure it out. Okay, I think that this is the year the Ravens show everybody, or Lamar specifically, because that's his notch on his resume. He can't get it done in the playoffs. I think that the Ravens figure it out this year. You got Henry, you got Lamar. They're playing lights out. They're playing amazing football. The defense, yes, they've struggled. They've gotten killed by Chase twice now. They've gotten killed by other receivers. I get it. But I think the Ravens this season,
That's the best receiver in the league, by the way. But
nah, we ain't doing that, bro. Jay Jettis still in the league. Jay Jettis ain't died, bro. Anyway, I think that the Ravens figure it out this year, and the Ravens show, and Lamar specifically shows everybody why he's the best quarterback in the league. I think that what he's the
best
who
quarterback
better?
in the league.
Who better?
Bro.
Who's better? What y'all talking about now? Who's better? Who's better than Lamar? Who's better than Lamar?
Mahomes?
Time out.
Oh my gosh!
Allen.
This year we're talking.
This year?
No, I'm not giving you Josh Allen, bro. You've been killing this narrative for too long. Josh Allen's not better.
Josh Allen, the turnover machine. Come on, let's not do that, bro.
Oh, you talking about
He's
this
gonna be a
year?
turnover machine,
Lamar.
bro. At the end of the day, we're talking
Lamar-
about in the playoffs. We're talking about going to playoff contention. Josh Allen has better playoff stats than anybody else.
I'm talking about right now. Right now, that's
Anybody else? Go look up those stats. Anybody else? He has better playoff
You know what's
stats.
crazy? And at the end of the games, he be underperforming, just like how you say Lamar be underperforming. Because that bullshit he pulled last year and the year before that was
There's a
definitely
reason
him.
why they ain't got no Super Bowl appearances. Exactly.
Because he damn so shit the bed in them last two drives. He was awful.
That's
them last
cool,
two
bro.
drives.
And I'll admit that. I always say that he definitely hasn't performed.
I mean,
up
we
to
gotta
standard.
blame Diggs too. Diggs
But
sucked.
hold on. Yeah. Diggs dropped
for
an
sure.
easy
For
pass.
sure.
That would have been a touchdown. But anyways, you go look. Josh Allen's defense is historically bad in the playoffs. Historically, I'm not saying that he don't have to play better when it's crunch time, but he's not getting help. And McDermott's not a good coach. Like I said, in crunch time, and these are all things you can go fact check. You can go look at the tape. You can look at the stats. You can go play by play. He's not calling good plays. He's getting out coached in almost every playoff loss, and in every playoff loss, in most playoff wins in the second half. You can go look at these things. Josh Allen is just a superhuman on the team, bro. Same as Lamar, which is another reason why I continue to dig on John Harbaugh. I just don't think he's that good.
Hey Quincy, let me ask you something, man. What are you basing this best quarterback in the league off of? Like, what are you basing it off?
Everything you look at the film. Nobody right now, aside from Josh Allen, nobody right now is doing what Lamar's doing as far as playing. What's the face for? Who aside from Josh Allen? Who's doing what Lamar doing?
Why are you not showing
Bro, Jared
Burrow
Goff
love?
is literally breaking passing records, bro. You're
Yeah,
acting
Joe
like
Burrow.
Lamar's the
The only
one
reason the
going
Bengals
crazy.
are losing is because that defense is
Yeah, like why are you not showing Joe
Oh,
Burrow? Like,
hold on. My bad. I'm going up
Joe
to that. I
Burrow's
forgot
not in the
about.
playoffs though, so we
I
can't really
forgot
talk
about Burrow.
no,
My
I'm
bad.
just saying.
I'm
like,
going based off
if we're
strictly
talking quarterback,
contenders.
like we're talking quarterback play, like you got to put Burrow in. That's why I'm asking.
Bro,
Like,
we're talking about
No.
contenders,
My bad. You're right. I forgot about Burrow. You absolutely
Burrow
right.
is going insane, bro.
I forgot about him. But aside from them two, there's nobody right now. Josh Allen, Lamar, Burrow. That's it. They right now they're at the top. Yes, Mahomes and though I already said it. I'm not betting against them. Mahomes gonna figure it out. He's whatever they're going through right now, they're going through it. But when it comes to at this very moment, if I have to choose a quarterback to lead my team, I'm going Lamar. If I need a quarterback to run my offense, I'm going Lamar.
No.
I'm going Lamar. I'm not going Josh Allen. I'm not going Josh Allen because Josh Allen is a turnover machine. And what's the problem?
Even if you're talking right now, you talk about leading a team. I'm not going against a man that got 3 Super Bowl fucking MVPs. I ain't doing that shit.
So right now you going with Mahomes with all his struggles.
Bro,
Bro,
19
you're
and
talking about
11 is
struggles
decent.
like he got anybody to throw to. His bro, he got
Lamar been playing with nobody his whole career.
bro.
And he's struggling like this.
Super Bowl throwing to nobody
Hey,
last year.
Mahomes had the QB whisperer, right? That's what everybody call him, right? the QB whisperer in his corner. Mahomes had Tyreek in his corner. This
I ain't gonna lie, Andy Reid is 20 times the coach at Harbaugh is. I ain't gonna hold.
Oh,
you.
of course.
But hold on, that's my point. That's my point. Because everybody keeps forgetting. Everyone keeps forgetting. Lamar had nobody. The Ravens drafted receivers in the first round, and they were still garbage. So Lamar was playing with nobody.
I mean, Mark Andrews is pretty good. They had what's his name?
No. I'm going strictly receivers, no tight ends. Nothing. I'm talking about receivers. Their receivers they have no hands. Zay Flowers came in. Zay Flowers performed so well, and he's not really a true wide receiver one. He just performed well enough that where people were like, "Oh yeah, they finally got their guy." You get what I'm saying? Just because
I got him in the same area as like George Pickens. Like they're
yeah,
but they got
he's not
to work on.
Correct. He's not there yet, but he did so well. Or they weren't used to seeing a receiver actually perform like that on the Ravens. They were screaming, "Oh yeah, wide receiver one, they good now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how bad of a trio Lamar's been playing with. So I understand. Okay, yeah, listen. Mahomes, baby GOAT. There's only one quarterback better than him all time right now. Only one. And I think Mahomes is going to surpass Brady by the end of his career. That's me being real. But as of right now, today, Mahomes is struggling. He ain't got no weapons. He doesn't. Lamar been playing with no weapons.
Super Bowl with nobody last year too. That's where I'm confused.
Hold on.
Travis Kelce had a major.
Hold on. Travis declined, but he was still showing up. He declined, but he was still showing up last year.
Bro, he's showing up because Mahomes. Let's be realistic. Mahomes, the way he extends plays.
Yes. Seen the tape. That man was getting separation. I don't know what those defenses was doing. He was getting separation last season.
He's gonna get separation. He's Travis Kelce, but you're acting like but
we acting like Mahomes wasn't. Kelce had 5 yards separation from the defenders. Let's not act like Mahomes doing.
Okay.
Well, okay, what? Y'all saying Mahomes the reason for it?
Every play, he got 5 yards of
separation. It wasn't every play, but what I'm saying is he did digress, but he was still showing up every now and then. Case in point, the Super Bowl. He showed up in the Super Bowl.
Show up more than Rashee Rice.
I'm about to say Rashee Rice came on, bro. That's who we are.
No, correct. But what I'm saying is, let's not act like Mahomes didn't have weapons last year. He had weapons last year.
He got the same talent of weapons last year as Lamar got this year, bro.
Rashee Rice,
actually, because you want to factor in Derrick Henry.
Rashee Rice wasn't a weapon last year.
Isaiah Pacheco was a good fit for them.
Hold on, Rashee Rice wasn't a weapon last year. He almost broke 1,000 yards.
Okay.
Almost breaking 1,000 yards is special.
That's not a good weapon. That's a bad weapon now.
It's an okay weapon, but I mean, you're with Mahomes. You gotta think if he was with that.
That's a good weapon as a rookie. Almost 1,000 yards. That's it. You're screaming
the best quarterback in pro sports.
Oh my goodness. Rashee Rice was running great routes last year. What do we do? What?
Fine.
Listen, man. In terms of Rashee Rice, I think he is damn good. I think he can play.
He's a great player.
If we're comparing the weaponry, bro, I mean, yeah, Mahomes is doing more with less. Lamar has done more or less his whole career. They both have done it. That's not nothing to argue. My whole thing is that and I've said this about Lamar's entire career, we can't dismiss or downplay what a dynamic threat can be, because people love to mention Mark Andrews. They love to talk about Zay Flowers now. Bro, there's not a single one in the league that's not a deep threat. Lamar is the only quarterback in the league that has his best receiver weapons who aren't deep threats. He's the only quarterback in the league. That's unheard of to still be winning with. Like, the only other quarterback that comes to mind is the guy we mentioning right now in Patrick Mahomes. But even with that, to an extent, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins may be older, but if you ask him to go catch you a 40, 50-yard bomb, he can still do it. I mean,
so can Zay Flowers. If you ask him to, he can do it.
That's not him, bro. Let's not do this.
Come on, man. Why I keep doing this, bro? Oh my.
Zay Flowers is a slot receiver. He's not no
Yeah,
nigga
he's a
that's going
slot.
to run
He's not a
down
deep
the
threat.
field.
But he can't. Oh,
40,
okay.
50 yards,
How many
bro. That's not
deep
him.
passes does DeAndre Hopkins have this year
Oh my.
with Mahomes?
Bro, he's still
Oh my
integrated
God.
into
Okay,
the
my point
offense.
exactly. We
That's the
want to
only
talk
reason
production
why.
and everything else.
You're
until
talking
it comes
no,
to
you're
what's
speaking
happening.
as if he does not have the skill set to do it. I'm telling you, that's not who Zay Flowers is. He's not a deep third receiver. That's not him. He'll catch you maybe 2 deep balls a season. Maybe. That's not him. D-Hop can give you 2 a game if he gets the call. That's who he is. That's who D-Hop always been, even with age. He just last season, Will Levis in his debut game threw 4 deep balls that were 40-yard plus, and 3 of them was to D-Hop. And niggas tell me Will Levis suck. So what are we talking about?
He do this.
He do stuff.
So what are we saying?
He's fucking
He's
garbage.
stuck.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I think the coaching sucks for Levis, but that's a conversation for another day.
I mean, coaching bad too.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Some of that's just bad decision making. I don't know.
Will Levis do dumb shit, but he do got the traits too. But it sounds like T-Law, but you know.
Hey, that's another conversation for another day, boy.
He asked. I'm done with
Hey,
him.
listen. Hey, before we get into the would you rather, we're gonna close out the show. Let me say this about Trevor Lawrence. But I told Gerard this. Y'all boys from the shop know who Gerard is. I told Gerard this. I told damn. It's a nigga I work with. I forgot his name. I told him this, bro. Trevor Lawrence may go down as one of the worst first overall draft picks that we've ever seen. And it's because the hype that surrounded him, bro. They told us this dude was a generational talent quarterback.
They say he was Peyton Manning.
They said he was Peyton Manning.
He is a
None of that
good
shit.
talent, but he doesn't put it together up here. He is a good talent. Let's not do that. Okay, his talent is amazing. His arm talent is amazing.
They said coming out of college, he was the best quarterback prospect since Peyton Manning. And they didn't say it just from the talent perspective. They said
They
it
didn't say
because of
Andrew Luck. They said Peyton Manning.
exactly. And they said that because of the talent and because the X's and O's. They said he was the most pro-ready quarterback they've ever seen since Peyton Manning. That's what the scouting.
But they
report
always
said.
overhype somebody every year, though. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
and listen,
he was really good. He was really good in college, right? He did.
Yeah.
Whatever. So of course they're gonna overhype him coming into the league. Look what they did to Caleb Williams, and now look at him.
understandable. But
He's worse than Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know about now. I don't know right now.
Who worse than Trevor Lawrence?
I don't know right now. I don't know right now, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
You're comparing,
If you give Trevor Lawrence,
he's still a rookie, so
you're comparing horse shit to dog shit, bro. It's not.
Hold on, he's still a rookie though. He's still a rookie. We can't really,
I watched Trevor Lawrence miss 3 straight passes wide open in the
Here's
middle.
the problem I have when people defend T-Law.
I've watched plenty of
good
good quarterbacks miss.
Here's the problem I have with
passes, too.
T-Law when people
Yeah,
defend
you're right.
him.
But T-Law is too consistent with bad passes. It happens too.
I'll agree with that.
He's too shit. I feel like the problem I have with T-Law defenders is people always go to his traits and like the physical traits and what he can do with his talent. But at the end of the day, we gotta hold the guys accountable for producing, bro. The dude has not produced to what he was hyped up to be.
I won't disagree with that. And I already said you're only as good as your production. That's always my argument. You're only as good as your production. So I completely agree with you. But he was talking about his talent. He said they were saying he's this generational talent. As far as any other argument, I don't care about any of that. Like, yeah, he's definitely underperformed, but I don't think he's gonna go down as one of the worst number 1 draft picks ever. Like that, I feel like that's just.
Why isn't he? Why isn't he?
There's just been worse.
Like who? Like who can we think of that's just been this big? Huh?
There's a lot, T. There's a lot.
Jamarcus Russell wasn't hyped
but
up.
listen, this is my point.
It don't matter. We're talking about who's worse.
Can you name if we had to name 20 first overall busts? You telling me you can't make an argument for him to be in the top 20?
Yeah, he is gonna be in the top 20.
I'm not gonna lie. Like off the top of my head, I'm not.
He is, and I'm gonna say he is because of that contract. He is, yes, because that contract they gave him, yes, he is. He should not have gotten paid that.
So okay, let's look at
don't make you a buzz though.
Let's look at some of the top off the dome. We got Jadeveon Clowney. You got Trayvon Walker for the Jags, who's a solid player. You got
I mean, he's better than Walker.
Drafted him over Hutch, like they were supposed to take Hutch. That's still crazy to me. Still
Crazy.
crazy to me.
Yeah, that was nasty work. I ain't gonna lie.
You let him go right back to Michigan. Crazy work.
Who else we got? You got who went first the year of that Khalil Mack went? That was Jadeveon Clowney?
I believe so, yeah. Was that Odell in the draft and all the other boys? Aaron Donald?
Yeah, that was
in that draft?
That was Clowney.
No, I think it was before that.
Oh shit.
Man, listen, point is, bro.
Baker Mayfield, number 1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield.
Hey, listen, say what y'all want about Mayfield.
Hold on, Baker.
I never said bust. I thought we were naming off number 1 picks. My fault.
Yeah, well, you did. Right. Listen, say what you want about Baker, but the Browns, just like I said with
he's better than T-Law. He's definitely better than T-Law.
Just like I said with the Browns with Justin Fields, the Bears with Justin Fields, I said the same shit with the Browns and Baker. They gave up on them way too fast. Because
it's going to be terrible in the Browns, bro. It's the Browns. They'll never have a good.
Listen, while that may be true, we can't ignore the fact that they gave up on him because he had 2 straight years when he got hurt and he didn't play the same. When he got back healthy and went to the Bucks, not the Bucks, when he went to the Rams, he played serviceable. Then he went to Carolina. He wasn't lighting it up with Carolina, but nobody lights it up with Carolina.
Right.
It's fucking
so
Carolina.
Now let's start putting it in context. Who do he got on the Bucks? Mike Evans.
Right now
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Bucky Irvin, Rashad White.
Right, but what I'm saying, bro, overall, he's still gonna be more confident on the Bucks number 1 because he knows that now after leaving the Browns that they do believe in him. But on top of that, throughout his time with the Bucks, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. And then, they've had okay tight end play. Okay.
Cade Otton has been really good for him.
Yeah, he has, man. But this is my thing, though, bro. He won a playoff game with the Browns, bro. Let's not make it seem as if there wasn't a chance it could have gotten better. It could have gotten better. The thing is, they lost faith in it, just like how the Bears lost faith in Fields.
But
it's like
let's also put that playoff win in perspective, bro. That Steelers team was terrible, bro.
Bro, hold on, time out. Wasn't that the same year y'all started 8-0? Wasn't that the same year?
Yes, it was
11-1.
We can't say they were terrible.
But by the time the playoffs started, we were down like 6 or 7 starters on defense.
All right, but then again, too, it's the fucking Browns, bro. At that
come on, man. That don't matter.
I'm sorry.
That don't matter.
It do, bro. It was the Browns in that time.
Yeah, bro. It was the Browns, bro.
Hold on. First of all, hold on.
The Steelers should have never been in the playoffs. They were not a good team.
By the time we got to halftime, Big Ben threw garbage fucking 4 touchdowns. By the time we got to halftime, Cleveland already won the game.
Right. So let me ask you a question.
Game.
Who did they play the next week? The Browns.
They played the Chiefs. They almost beat the Chiefs.
They almost beat the Chiefs.
They did give them a game. They did.
They lost. Mahomes went out.
Mahomes
right?
got hurt that game though, right?
He went out and they still lost.
It was one play. It was one play. We're not going. Let's put in context. It was one play. Mahomes was out that sealed the game. Other than that, they were Mahomes.
It was a big play though.
It was a huge. I ain't gonna take it away from him. It was a huge play, but it was only one fucking play. But even then, they got robbed out of a touchdown. The bad call, Daniel Sorensen, helmet to helmet. That should have been called helmet to helmet. They got robbed out of that.
I remember that. So
we go context. Let's break
bad calls happen all the time. Bad calls happen all the time.
Yeah, like I'm not one of them. I like to blame refs. I'm with Will on that. Like, the refs go. They would have
never been in that position had the tight end not fumbled at the goal line.
Hey, they gave him a game. They gave him a game. And Cleveland was nowhere near fucking talented.
That Cleveland team was not good, bro.
But they still they whipped y'all ass for 2 quarters. You didn't even have to play the second half for it to Cleveland.
Bro, what was the reoccurring theme though? Everyone was saying the Steelers are the worst 8-0 team ever. Literally, that was all the memes and everything. Like, we're not just gonna ignore the overwhelming fact that they just were not a good team. We played a lot of bad teams that year, and we were beating bad teams. Once we start playing better teams, and once we start teams start taking away the short pass that all Ben could do, because that Tommy John surgery literally ruined his arm. He was literally garbage after that.
Well, to be fair, even though you're not wrong, like that COVID year was fucked because the Steelers, where they really got their downfall, them playing 3 games in 14 days, that's like ain't nobody.
Nah, that wasn't it. The downfall was the fact that we lost Bud Dupree, Devin Bush, Joe Hayden, Terrell Edmonds, TJ got injured a little bit. Cam Hayward was injured. Alex Highsmith had got injured. We were just down hella defensive stars, which was the only reason we were winning games that year, was our defense. Once that happened, we just looked exactly how we looked in the playoffs. Garbage. Terrible.
All right, so we're going to get into the would you rather, man. And it's going to be with everyone's, second coming of Jesus, Caleb Williams. So would you rather?
You really hate Caleb, huh, bro? You've been verbally dog walking this man.
I just don't like. I just don't like how he took my boy's spot, man. I'm a huge Fields fan, bro. Like,
me too. I like Fields. I was hard on Fields. Pause when he first came into the league, but I think that he's good. I realize that number one, the Bears are like kind of like the Browns. They're under. They're a joke.
Hey, Will, anybody tell you look just like Jason Tatum?
Yes, every day, please. Can we just move on? Like, can we move on, man, please?
Hey, bro, I played that shit so much,
bro. I was like, bro, why is Will making me so angry? That's because he looks like
Big Max always say that, bro. No matter what, we could be talking about anything. Shut up, Jason Tatum. Like, all right, man. All right, you got it, bro. You got it.
Like, that shit crazy, bro. We've been saying that shit to that man for years in the Facebook group we in. You look just.
Nah, bro. You do, bro.
I remember that boy cut his hair. It was over with. But let's get into it though. Like, would you rather Caleb Williams edition? First name on the board, y'all. We got Drake May. We out taking.
I don't know. I haven't watched the Patriots enough to make an accurate judgment.
Give me Caleb, man. Give me Caleb.
Unfortunately, I watched them a lot. I don't know. They both have really good traits. They're both really mobile, really strong arms. I will say, though, I think from what I've seen, Drake May is a much better decision maker than Caleb. So I wouldn't be too opposed if people lean towards Drake May, but I'll stick with Caleb for now.
From what I've seen, he looks like he processes faster.
Way better.
Yeah, he does. He reads defenses way better right now. But I'm gonna stick with Caleb because I just believe in his upside a little more. Next name I got Bo Nix. We out there.
Yeah, Bo Nix. If we going right now, Bo Nix.
If we're going until Caleb Williams leaves the Bears, Bo Nix. It don't matter. It don't matter if he's on the Bears. I like Bo Nix.
But he ain't never leaving Chicago, so.
Well, then Bo Nix their whole career.
Bo Nix.
All right, Jaden Daniels.
JD, bro. JD.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, that one's not even as close as Jane. I think the gap between Caleb Williams and Jane Daniels is closer than Kyler Murray.
What's people's beef with Kyler? What's people's beef with Kyler?
Quincy, don't piss me off, bro.
Come on, man.
Don't piss me off.
Marvin Harrison Jr. has missed a lot of big plays. If Kyler ain't looking downfield, that's all I'm saying.
It's because he can't see him.
Okay, that's a knock on Kyler.
It's been a night of bad takes from Quincy, man.
Time out, bro.
That's not a bad take.
Wait, time out. Wait. You do know that DJ Moore, at one point, Rome Odunze, and Keenan Allen were all top 5 in the league in terms of uncatchable passes, bro. 50 plus targets. If we gonna do this to Kyler, we for damn sure gonna do it to Caleb.
They was asking for the backup to come in.
Are you
I mean,
serious?
they had,
Yes.
you know
yes.
how
They were
bad a
asking
nigga
for that.
gotta
I
be
can't remember
to
his
want
name. The white
Tyler
guy who backed
Badgett
up
to
Tyson
play?
Baggett?
Fields.
Tyson Baggett?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yes.
Do you know how bad they gotta
DJ
be?
Moore left the field in play. He left the field in play because Caleb Williams. Come on, man.
Is
Come
the
on,
gap
man.
really that big,
Bro,
though?
don't
Yes.
know.
Hey,
Yes.
yo.
Yes.
Is it really that
Yes.
big?
Kyler
Hey,
Murray.
yo.
Kyler Murray has been arguably top 10 this year, bro.
Not
I haven't
arguably.
watched.
He's been
No,
top 10. He's been top 10.
I agree. But
I'm
I'm
about to
just
say,
saying, it's,
Quincy, you gotta
I'm saying
name
it's the gap that big. That's what I'm
Yes,
asking.
bro.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I don't
Hold on,
know.
time out.
dog.
Wait, time out. Wait. Where do you think Caleb ranks right now? Where do you think he ranks right now?
He's top 20.
Oh my God. Oh my
20?
God.
Y'all got 20 quarterbacks over Caleb?
Quincy, I can name 20 right now. That's
He's
better
the
than him.
worst quarterback in his division.
Give me
He's
20.
That's
Give
already
me the
three.
Give me 20.
Are we dead
JJ
ass?
McCarthy is
Yeah,
better than
yeah.
him too. That's
Nah,
four
hell
times
no.
better
That's
than
JJ
him.
right.
McCarthy
Hey,
is
let's
not
not do
better.
that.
Let's not do that. Let's not do
We
that.
ain't gonna do it
wait.
like that, but
Wait. You
JJ
telling me
got upside too now.
20,
Hold
dog.
on.
20.
Bro,
I
I
named
ain't
the
seen.
20. I named the 20 right now.
Let's go,
You-
T.
All right, I want to hear this.
Facts or
Mahomes,
cap. Let's
okay,
go.
these five are undebatable. Mahomes,
Uh,
Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Those five right
Okay.
there,
That's five.
undebatable. Right?
okay.
Jared Goff has been better. Jalen Hurts has been better.
Eight.
Jordan Love
Okay.
has been better.
Eight.
CJ Stroud is better. We just said Bo Nix is better. That's 10, right? Okay.
Eight.
Can we agree Baker Mayfield better?
Yes.
Can we
Uh-huh.
agree Matt Stafford better?
Yes.
Can we agree Dak Prescott better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Bro, this nigga is tripping, bro.
Like, hold on, y'all.
I
Let's
need
be
the number
honest,
to your
right?
dealer, my man.
Bro.
Dak
Don't do this.
is not good.
Dak is better than
Dak a
No,
decent quarterback.
he's better.
Dak
than
is not
Caleb
good,
Williams.
man.
Why
Bro,
do
you
people hate
You
Dak?
said like Dak's not better than half the list he just named. Low key.
He's not.
Bro, Dak, come on, Dak is nice.
You
We can
taking
say
Dak
whatever we
over?
want.
You taking Dak over half that list? Come on, Will. Let's not
CJ
do that.
Stroud.
Bro, Dak, hold on.
I'm
time
taking
out, time
CJ over that. They're the same player, in my
So
opinion.
you're
They're the
Bro,
same
CJ
player.
Stroud looked terrible this year.
They're the same
Dak
player.
was playing better than CJ Stroud before he got hurt.
Way
Let's-
better.
let's-
Way better.
They're the
let's-
same player. They're the
Bro, you're
same
talking about
player.
same player. We're talking about right now, bro. You're talking about
They're the
player.
same player.
You're trying.
Most
You're trying to.
Most of Dak's stuff came against boo-boo defenses or garbage time. They're the same player.
Okay.
So you
Am
don't
I-
think- so
am
you
I
don't-
lying?
you don't
Yes.
think Jordan Love better than Caleb Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, Dak, come on, y'all. Let's be serious. Dak,
Yes, Dak is better than Caleb Williams right now. Yes.
bro.
Derek
come
Carr.
on,
Derek Carr better.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll
I
see
mean,
it,
that's
dog.
debatable. It's debatable.
I'll see it, dog.
Even Derek Carr is better.
I watch Derek Carr every week, bro. Derek Carr is garbage. I watch him every
Damn,
week.
hey,
He's
Bro,
trash.
so
Sam
is Caleb
Darnold.
Williams. You acting
Sam
like he's
Darnold
special.
better. Sam
You don't-
Darnold
Who?
better.
Sam Darnold better,
Sam
yeah.
Darnold better.
Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins better.
Darnold's better. Jaden
Kirk
Daniels
Cousins
better.
Hold on. Back up. Let's back up. Sam Darnold.
Hold on, Tua is
Exactly.
better than Caleb right now too. What
Yeah.
are
Sam
Tua
Darnold.
better.
Sam Darnold.
we-
Sam
Yes.
Darnold not better than Caleb Williams right now?
Yes.
I don't know.
Drake
dog.
May better.
Sam
Yes,
Darnold is in an amazing situation right now.
It don't matter. Who's playing better?
What you mean? Prior to this
Wait,
situation,
yeah, wait, hold on.
prior
Wait,
to
time
the
out.
situation, we was all calling him a
Wait.
bust.
Time out. You gotta, bro. This was
Everybody screamed bust prior to this year.
Listen,
How we
but
gonna
this-
say he played what?
No. Time out.
Oh
This
my
is what
God,
this is
bro.
what I need to say.
He's talking
bro.
about
Like,
prior to this year, man.
Listen, bro.
Because y'all going based off this year where he is in the best situation any quarterback could thrive in.
Quincy, we can only go off this year because this is the only year Caleb Williams has played. We can
But-
only
but
go
what
off
I'm-
this year.
But what I'm
Bro,
saying,
you
let's look
just-
at the tapes.
Your argument
Let's look
for
at the
Lamar
tapes.
earlier
Donald on the
was
Jets was
this year,
trash.
and now
Donald
we're
on the
talking about-
Panthers was trash. We're like, what are we
No,
doing?
time out. Wait, that's not.
He
hold on,
was a
wait, that's
meme.
not-
That's
He
not
was a
relevant. That's
meme.
not relevant. That's
That's
not relevant.
Yeah.
That's not.
How's that not
Russell
relevant?
Wilson.
We're talking about
Oh,
who's
listen.
playing better right now in 2024. Not
Sam
who's
Darnold don't
better.
even gotta try to play hard, play better. Sam Darnold hikes the ball, he tosses it up. Some nigga open. He got the best receiver.
So he's
in
putting the
league
ball
on his
where it
team.
has to go for the receivers. Caleb Williams
He
is
don't
not
got.
throwing
He
it like
ain't gotta
Caleb
try
Williams.
hard. He ain't gotta try hard.
Do you know
That
how
does
many
not do that.
quarterbacks we have in the league that are in
Bro,
Bro,
situations
Caleb
like
Williams
that?
is not
Let's not
throwing
do that.
catchable
Sam Darnold
passes.
is
You're
an
talking about a
amazing-
quarterback who is throwing catchable passes versus one that is not. There is no discussion here. I
So are
don't
you
understand the
so are you
debate.
taxing Sam Darnold for doing his job?
situation.
It does not
I'm-
matter. It don't
I'm
matter
just
how good the
trying to-
situation
Sam
is
Darnold
if
for
you
doing
can't
his
throw a
job?
catchable pass.
What you said?
Hold on, time out. Wait, time out.
He's taxing
Quincy,
Sam
this-
Darnold for doing his job. Like,
Right.
listen,
No, I know.
this-
Hold on. What I'm saying is, go ahead, T.
This is my issue with the argument, bro. We can't go off of what Sam Darnold was in the past in my opinion, for two reasons. Like I just said, one, this is the only season Caleb Williams has played. I'm not giving him the grace of equating or factoring in seasons where Sam Darnold played bad when we're going off of this season and this season alone. We're saying, has Caleb Williams at this point been a top 20 quarterback? And the answer is no. And that's on top of the fact that, bro, let's not act as if Caleb Williams ain't in a 20 times better situation, but Sam Darnold was with the Jets. I mean, his number one receiver was who? Like, can y'all remember?
Well,
No.
hold on.
No, I can't remember anyone on that offense. He had Bell, right?
Rashad Perryman?
Caleb Williams these past few weeks has improved.
There's no denying that.
Being better the past few weeks makes you a better player.
What I'm saying is, hold on. No. What I'm saying is, we still have the blinders off from those first couple weeks. Well, y'all still got the blinders on from the first couple weeks. Caleb Williams he played good yesterday, did he not?
Bro, what did he do at the end of the game, bro?
He played
Bro, what you
at the end of the game?
That was on the coach. They even came out and said it. He had to change.
What did he do at the end of the game?
Come on, Will. A rookie's not gonna call the timeout.
It does
He's
not matter.
timeout.
So then he's not better because he don't know what to do. That's his.
What you mean? You don't know? No rookie. There's not a single rookie that's gonna call a timeout in that situation.
Daniels.
He could have hiked the ball, though. Quincy, he could have spiked the ball.
He's waiting on his coach. He's waiting on his coach.
You're beating your own argument.
He even audible. The reports came out. He audibled it because he realized how they fucked up.
But Quincy, you're not even talking about the plays from this year. You're trying to say Caleb is better because Sam Darnold was.
No, I didn't say Caleb is better. I said, is Sam Darnold? Is it really
Quincy,
that?
Who's better? Quincy, it's a simple question. Who's better in 2024, Caleb Williams or Sam Darnold?
Brian, gonna lie, I might go Caleb.
Oh my god! See, that's what I'm talking about. This is the night of bad takes from him, guys.
Are we really Sam Darnold, bro?
Bro,
Like, let's be honest
he's
here,
high.
The man who is 5th in the league in passing touchdowns. Yes, bro.
He's in an amazing situation.
Quincy,
See,
let me
we
does
had
not matter.
this discussion last week.
Hold on.
bruh.
Quickly, let me put this in a perspective for you since you love Caleb so much. Tua has missed 4 games compared to Caleb Williams, who's played damn near the entire year. Caleb Williams has played 12 games. Tua has played 8. And Tua he's ahead of Caleb Williams in passing touchdowns. Like, Tua was gone for half the year, and he still passed Caleb Williams in passing touchdowns.
We ain't talking about Tua though.
Tua better than Caleb right now too. So,
He is.
All
He is.
right. Let's get back to the would you rather, man. He crazy as
That's
hell.
crazy work.
Bruh, I don't see the Sam Darnold take, but we're gonna come back to it. Don't worry.
The man
When
who's
Sam
fifth
Darnold,
in the league
when
in
Sam
passing
Darnold
touchdowns.
expose himself, we'll come back to this. Don't worry. When
Bro,
Sam
you're
Darnold,
gonna wait
The
for
Lions have lost
one bad
5
week
straight games,
to
bro.
overshadow Caleb's
What you
entire
said?
season, which is crazy.
The Lions have lost 5 straight games. Caleb already exposed himself.
You said the
Like,
Bears.
what are we
lost
talking
The
about?
Bears.
They've lost 5 straight, bro.
hey, go on to the next thing because I could argue y'all all day with this.
All
Yeah,
Sam
he
Darnold,
wrong.
Sam Darnold overrated. On to the next one.
All right. We're
We're
gonna go
not
to the
rating
next
him
name.
high. We saying he was top 20.
Hey, look, we're gonna go to the next
Go ahead.
name. Go to the next name. Next name, I got Baker Mayfield.
Baker.
Yeah, come on.
Baker.
It's cooking.
All right. And the last name, just to see where y'all boys' heads at, we're gonna go with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins.
I got Kirk. I got Kirk, bro.
Quincy, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Bro,
Quincy,
he's trying to
bro.
look at his potential instead of looking at the
Quincy.
results.
I don't know, dog. I don't know, bro.
Who's playing better now? Not who has the better
Quincy,
upside.
bro.
Upside is a
You're
whole
not-
different argument.
You're
bro.
not.
I'm not talking about upside, bro. I'm talking.
Bro, he's
I don't
acting like
The whole point is
Nick
who's
Wright right
better
now.
right now, not who has the better upside.
I understand that, but
But you can't switch it up. That's the criteria we've been going off of.
Kirk.
Bro, Kirk is better than Caleb.
How the fuck do you say Kirk when Kirk has been better than Sam Darnold this year, bro? You just don't like Sam.
I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it, dog. I'm
Do you
sorry.
not see the place the Vikings are in the
Bro.
NFC, bro?
This is
Kirk Cousins
crazy.
is top 6 in passing yards, and I think he top 10 in passing touchdowns, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
I
Sam
think Caleb
Darnold-
would.
Sam Darnold is number
I
5
think Caleb on the Falcons would have did almost the same.
Bro, he's throwing uncatchable passes.
What?
It does not matter who you have when you're throwing passes that are not catchable. I do not understand where you're getting.
My man ain't got no O-line. He running for his life out there.
The Falcons don't have no O-line either.
No, I'm about to say the
realistically.
Falcons' offensive line not that good either.
But it's better than the Bears, though.
They got one good. They got
By a
one
smidgen,
decent
bro.
left tackle and one good right tackle.
Bears O-line is garbage, though. Like trash.
If you really want to put this into perspective too, which makes Caleb's case worse, Kirk Cousins is coming off of a torn fucking Achilles, and he's still playing better than Caleb Williams.
Better O-line, man.
Like, bro,
O-line. Caleb fighting for his life out there.
Kirk was just fighting for his life.
Kirk can't even run though.
Talking about this, here's the issue, bro. Out of all of the rookie quarterbacks we just named, right? Whether it's Drake May, whether it's Jaden Daniels, whether it's Bo Nix, we can all agree that Caleb Williams has been the worst of them throughout this season, right?
Yeah.
We can agree to that, right?
Yes.
And they all have terrible, if not worse, situations than him.
Especially Drake May.
Drake has
So what are we
Especially Drake
talking
May.
about?
Drake has
He might have the worst
Drake
situation
May
in the league.
easily is in a worse situation, and we just sat here and said he's been better. So don't give me this offensive line excuse, bro, because his O-line is putrid. It's terrible.
And
He
he don't
has-
have no weapons.
His best receiver is a rookie in Colin Polk and who the other dude named Boudet or whatever.
Exactly the point, T. You can't even
Jamar
name his
Douglas.
weapons.
Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like,
Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre Stevenson is his best offensive player, bro. Let that sink
He got
in.
benched.
Ramondre Stevenson, the nigga who got benched after 2 weeks,
Because he
was
kept
his
fumbling.
best offensive player. Like, what are we talking
Antonio
about?
Gibson.
Oh my god.
Bro, that team sucks, bro. That team sucks.
Ass.
So
Garbage.
I'm not giving Caleb that the situation not good excuse, bro. Because we're seeing other young players do more with way less. We're seeing it, and I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just don't see how we think.
Kirk Cousins, but not
I don't see how we think Caleb Williams top 20, bro. I don't see that. I don't see how he's been top 20.
He been playing real good, man.
He's bottom 5, man.
Bro, he's a bottom five.
You know who else has been
Bottom
playing real
10
good?
starter in the league right now, bro. Let's just call it spade a spade. He's a bottom 5. He's a bottom 10 starter in the league right now. It is what it is. Like that doesn't mean he can't improve. That doesn't mean he's going to forever be bad. It just means as it stands right here, right now, there are 20 quarterbacks I'm taking over him. And I just listed at least 18. So it's not crazy to say that.
Thank you.
I don't see the Dak hype, man. I'm sorry.
Bro, okay, even let's say for whatever fucking reason I give you that, right? Let's say for whatever reason I give you that. That put me at what, 17, 18 people? He for damn sure not better than Brock Purdy right now.
No.
And I'm one of Brock Purdy's biggest critics.
Oh my God, bro. The game manager, bro. Come on.
He's not better than no quarterback in that division.
Real, he's not
I'd rather
better
be a
than
game
Brock
manager
Purdy.
than a bust right now.
The game manager, bro. Really, T?
Bro,
He's
game
game
manager
manager.
does not
Wait.
matter when you're playing better than somebody
Is he
else.
Is he better than Geno Smith?
Hell no.
Okay.
I said hell no, like Geno Smith ain't been. All right. All right.
Geno Smith ain't got an O-line. He got
Okay,
a
man.
second
All right.
to
Go ahead, man.
the ball.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You got it.
So he not better than Geno Smith.
If he's not
Okay.
better than Geno Smith, he's definitely bottom 5, man.
If he, that's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
Geno is not that bad, bro. Let's
Geno
not do
Smith
that.
is
Let's not
fucking
do
ass,
that.
bro. He had one good year.
What?
2 good years.
Geno isn't a terrible.
He's been in a terrible
offensive
position.
line.
He's been in a terrible situation his whole career.
No, his
Oh, well.
situation ain't
Oh,
bad.
well.
He got good skill.
He should be used to it. Go make
His
plays.
O-line is garbage. It's garbage. It's
It does not
putrid.
matter.
What you mean? How you gonna play quarterback? You got 3 DNs in your face when you hike the ball.
Okay.
All right, man.
Drake May, and he almost got as many passing touchdowns as Caleb Williams.
Listen. We're gonna end the episode here, man. Because Quincy, boy, you got me here hurting. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy.
I'll take Edelman.
Bro, y'all trying Caleb Williams, bro. Nah, come on, bro.
I'll take Edelman at quarterback right now, bro.
He's just not what you propping him up to be right now, bro. He's not that, bro. And that's not to say he won't figure it out. I'm not saying he won't figure it out because I think he will. I think Caleb Williams has an opportunity to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. But as it stands right here, right now, no, bro, he's not a top 20 quarterback in the league. He's not. And it is what it is. Like that's not a knock. That's just what we're going based off what we see. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. I just don't see it. Like, but we'll call it the show here, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in always. Those who came through, show love. Be sure to follow all socials, Last Word Productions. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course. And before we head out, anything else y'all boys want to add?
Fire Mike McDaniel, trade Tua, fire Greer, and Stephen Ross sell the team.
I like that.
Trade Derek Carr. Oh, shit, cut Derek Carr. Derek Carr, bro.
Wait, you a Saints fan?
Yeah, bro.
You been fucked. Oh yeah, you been fucked.
He's sorry. Get rid of Derek Carr. It sucks to say this, but Kamara still got some good use to him. Trade him to a team for some picks. We gotta figure this shit out. Olave need to retire before he die on that field. It's ridiculous, bro. That man got like 8 concussions, dog.
Quincy, I have a question. I ask every Saints fan this because I'm a dickhead and I like chaos. In that game against the Rams, was it a clean hit?
It's bro. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck the refs. Fuck Roger Goodell for not doing his job, and fuck all y'all that laughed at it. That shit
got the ball back in OT,
bro. It shouldn't have gone to overtime. It should. That was the first NFL game I legit cried, dog. I've never cried over an NFL game, bro. I cried, bro. That's how much they fucked us, bro. I cried, dog.
Hey,
I cried that day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. You got anything you want to add, Will? All right, y'all. So you said what?
It's not trash, bro. Y'all trying.
I can't believe this, man. Get him some help, man. Please look into him, man. He's hurting inside.
Caleb Williams is not that bad, bro. Y'all trying.
Caleb Williams ain't no better than Russell Wilson either. So
It's crazy, but
there is.
We gonna get back to this. We gonna get back to this next week.
Don't worry. Hey, book it. Remember this day. Remember this conversation. We gonna see at the end of the year.
Hey, you know it's crazy. For those who still tuning in, hey, you know it's crazy. My boy, you said last week Amon-Ra was gonna show why he was better than AJ Brown, and I did not fucking see it, boy.
And he did it.
No,
what?
No.
You said Amon-Ra was better than AJ Brown.
He's not better than AJ Brown.
Is better than AJ Brown. Yes.
No, he's not, bro.
The Sun God is better than AJ Brown. Yes,
there's no.
Who got better hands?
AJ.
Who got better
AJ got better hands.
Who won better routes?
Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra run better routes.
Yes,
he
does.
Who's better after the catch? Who's better after the catch?
AJ.
That's a little debatable.
AJ Brown.
It's not.
Who's better after the catch?
AJ Brown.
Who's a better contested catcher?
AJ Brown.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
AJ Brown is just a bigger body, so I think
so
that.
He's
but
better.
I don't know
What does it matter?
What you mean? Y'all just saying that because he big. Don't say that because he big. Amon-Ra has made some good contested catches. What we talking about?
That's fine. AJ Brown is still better.
That's cool.
It's okay
That's
to
cool
not be
and
the
all,
That's just
but
saying that because
man.
he's too big. That's just saying that because he big. That's it.
No, we're saying that because when it's him versus DB, I trust him more than Amon-Ra St. Brown to go up and get
What?
it. That's why. What
That's
do you mean,
cra-
what?
Nah, please clip that. Please clip that.
Clip it.
Clip that.
Clip
What's
it.
wrong
Don't
with this
worry.
guy,
We
man?
know who the better receiver is, bruh. It's
AJ Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
It's, hey,
T,
boy.
please get this man some help.
Listen,
bro.
I know.
Please get this
Listen,
man
I
some
know.
help.
Amon-Ra's light skin. He wears the dangly earring. Like, listen, I get it, bro. I understand, but he ain't better than no AJ Brown, dog.
T, hold on. So y'all telling me he ain't show up yesterday? That's what y'all telling me.
No, what I'm saying is AJ Brown was better in his last game than Amon-Ra was. That's what I'm saying.
AJ Brown ain't played yet, so we gonna see. He ain't played yet.
No,
Amon-Ra played yesterday.
no. We're not doing that. The week we did the show, that was a Thursday. That same weekend, Amon-Ra and them boys, they
Let's
went
not
out.
do that. Who they played? He didn't even have to try.
The Colts one of the worst.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have to try. They didn't have to try. He was had to do a cardio. He didn't have to try.
He make
So that means
excuses
he
for
can't
everything.
put up
It's not an
100
excuse. We see it
Literally,
when the
no
Lions,
matter what the
when the
argument
Lions
is, you
beat
come
up
up.
when the Lions beat up on bad teams, they stopped using him. There's no point. They beating up on bad teams.
Okay, well, how is that? How is that AJ Brown's fault? That
That's
when
not AJ Brown's fault. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You can't fault
when the
Amon-Ra
Eagles beat up on
when they
bad teams, it's
stop
because
using him
AJ
because
Brown is
they beating up
abusing
on
him.
bad team. They're not gonna use him. They beating up on a bad team. Why would I risk my wide receiver one getting hurt? We beating up on a bad team.
But they were using them. Amon-Ra had 73 yards. AJ Brown had over 100.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, that wasn't that week.